I'm trying to work on learning something new on this thing, so we'll see if it works. If not, I'll try again next Friday. Trying to get a guest and compare our deliveries. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm at $91 to plus order for seven. So my goal is 150 to $200. So hoping that works out. And trying to get going. See if I can get this to work or not work. Kind of a weird. Looks like it's kind of a weird thing. Um, Trying to stream with somebody else, maybe. That might be why it's weird. So got it over ordered and going from there. I don't know if this is going to work out or not work out. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what to expect. So, I don't know what it's going to get. So today's devotion is about the trap of discouragement. And the one verse I thought was really great was Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or tremble at them. The Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will not fail or forsake you. Do you feel stuck in discouragement? If so, you're not alone. We've all experienced those moments where it just seems like everything is on our shoulders. How do we get through that? But sometimes, it just piles on. And how do you get out of that hamster wheel whenever, you have all that discouragement? So I thought that was good. It says, now we all face disappointment from time to time. We are not to wallow in it. Instead, God wants us to trust Him with even unmet expectations and sadnesses. Remember, there is a God purpose in everything. He allows such as to us. So I think that's pretty good. Hey, Alex, how are you all looking? How are you doing on this Friday? It is very hot here and humid. So we went to an amusement park yesterday, and it was so hot and humid, and sweat was just like literally just pouring down. But money was an object. I would still go. I would love to go and amusement park. There are so many amusement parks all over. I would love to do that. Hey, Donovan, how are you? Grabbing me a water real quick. If y'all don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate it. And I need lots of subscribers. So if you can hit like and subscribe, I appreciate you. Does anybody like roller coasters? And if so, what kind of roller coasters do you like? Do you like the wooden ones? The metal ones? The upside down ones? Backward ones? I don't know. There was one we went on, and it went backwards for a minute. And it did, the wind felt good because it was so hot. But I'm not a real big backwards person. I can't wait to go forward. I'm not sure what BTF means. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to learn to use that. It's Joanna here. Hey, Joanna, how are you? Thanks for joining us Friday. How's everything going with you? Anything exciting? Kind of stuck on the whole amusement park experience yesterday. And I love funnel cakes, but I got this new funnel cake. It was a cinnamon roll funnel cake. It was amazing. And my daughter and grandkids that were with me, they're like, oh, I don't like funnel cakes. And they tried that one and they finished it off for me. So that was good. Does anybody out there like funnel cakes? I love funnel cakes. I'm not a fruit one though. I don't really like fruit on it. That cinnamon roll was a little too sweet. Good. I'm glad you're good. Hey, Amy, how are you? trying something new. Somebody might join me. So it took me a while to figure out how to send the link, and hopefully it works. But we'll see. I'm not sure if they will or not. So, but, oh my goodness, it is so hot. That's what I was doing a minute ago. We went to the amusement park yesterday, and I've never seen sweat currently like it did yesterday. I mean, it just like, felt like I was in the movies, you know, how they do like the water thing to make it look like sweat. My grandson's like, what's wrong with your face, Grandma? There's all that sweat. I can't help it. I can't help it. Where are you going? So I'm in Indiana, and I am on my way to deliver, some hamburger, a couple of hamburgers to somebody. So I went to the apartment actually. I didn't know that. So I didn't look. Trying to figure out. I'm playing with this for a minute, trying to figure out how to make this work. So, guys, thumbs up. That'd be great. Thank you, Amy, for reminding everybody. Where are you at? It's Joanna here. Where are you at, Miss Joanna? Tell you, I've never been to Cedar Point, but I'd like to go there for that amusement park. My favorite is Universal Studios. I've been to Disney World. I'm not really. I'm only to Magic Kingdom with the gas. I don't really like it. Not really. And then, like, we had a little girl with us. I wanted to see the princess. We had to wait for hours. This just seems like such a tourist trap. So, not a big Disney person, but I really love Universal Studios. Been to Six Flags, things like all of those. Audio is weird today. I forgot how to say it. Hold on. Maybe it'll be okay now. Because I forgot. I was listening to something earlier, trying to figure out how this stuff works. Hey, Ray, how are you doing? Amy, let me know if that's better. I forgot all about it in my ear. Better. Good, good. Just doing I've been working since about 10:30, and I was just in a habit, and I was trying to figure all this stuff out. So a little out of sorts for a minute. Takes you a minute to get back into. Oh yeah, I forgot that was in my ear. I was watching other people's lives, and so to take the phone to other places, I had it in my ear. So, oh well, I know it's such a mess. It's all good. Good. Thank you. Oh, Marion, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Amy. Uh, so I'm after this delivery, I'll be like at 98, and I'm trying to get anywhere between 150 to 200. I would love to get 200 for real, but I'm okay with 150. And I did start late today, so I'm not sure how late I'll stay till I get tired, I guess. I got you, lady. Thank you, Miss Amy. You're so awesome. Let's see, if I'm at, so as long as I make about 60 more dollars, I had gotten, I took a terrible order. It was like $33 for 50 items at Aldi's, 17 miles away. But I'm like, all right, well, I'll just take it anyway. That'll give me a big boost, you know? And so everything's fine whenever I'm on my way back. There's like this horrible car wreck, car slipped over, and I was having trouble getting back. And I got a decent order coming back, but I decided because the traffic was so crazy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. All right. Oh, Marion, I hope you're all right. It's better to share love. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? I've been praying for Nana Alice. How is she doing? Do you have an update? I I want to do a video, but I get more views on lives, and it's a little less complicated, I guess, for now until I get my GoPro up, and I need a lot more subscribers. So I figured this is a better way. But I hate not having my prayer request list. I did my devotion for just a second a minute ago, so I feel like I'm missing those pieces when I do lives, you know. But I am praying for Nana Alice for sure. Hey, Kefal, how are you? You'll be all right, O'Marion. Sending you positive vibes over there. That's the only bad thing about having it facing me. You see me with my glasses on. I can't drive with my glasses on, and I can't read without my glasses. One of those age things, I guess. All right. State comp right here. They have been, I was reading some articles that the state police are doing more of the traffic stops and things like that, and letting the local police do more of the like 911 calls to give something about to help with coverage. But I kind of find that interesting, like why, but there's been a lot of state police around here, so now that makes sense why there's been so many. But I just didn't understand it there for a minute. It's like I still don't understand why they're doing the traffic stops a bit neat, because they have more jurisdiction in that aspect than our local police, the 911 calls. So I don't quite understand. We're having a lot of controversy over our ambulance situation. So uh, I think the way I did this makes everything look different a little bit. Okay, just a second. We're going to meet at door. There's not a parking spot. We gotta reverse. I might have took two spots. Right, Winston, she ended up having a rod put in her femur bone instead of a hip replacement. In 3 weeks, she gets a heart valve replacement, not open heart, but up through the growing. Oh my goodness. She's going through it. She definitely is going through it. So she's already got the rod. How is she doing with it? Like she's able to walk. Did that solve like her walking issues? I'll be right back. Man, it's hot out there. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Colleen. How are you? How are you doing? Awesome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. I appreciate that. I know I forget too. I'll be in the middle of watching somebody or watching a video. I always forget to hit the like button. And I just learned if you double tap, if you're watching like on your phone, you double tap the picture. It makes it like. I had no idea. Somebody explained it the other day. I'm like, cool. That makes it easy. But anyways, so my prayers have continued for Miss Nina Ellis. Grandma's a sweetie. She won't ask for herself. It is hard to promote yourself, like as a child, you don't brag, you don't do all this stuff. Then it's time to learn how to do resumes. I had a horrible time. I still have a horrible time, like um, writing myself up on a resume. And my daughter was trying to start a business, and we're kind of working on something together. And she's like, "Mom, you have all this." And I'm like, "No, it feels weird to brag about yourself, even in that little way, on a resume." They had her up walking the day after surgery, which blew me away. That is crazy. They don't waste no time anymore. Don't forget, recovery. That's just like not gonna happen. Seventh Music, what's up, Batty? Hey, Seventh Music, how are you doing this wonderful Friday? Trying to make that money? We'll see how that goes. All right. Let's see. So I have. It's 4 o'clock. It shows like Pin Express is busy in the town over 650 for Target, but that is a bad traffic area. So I'm gonna try to go back where the traffic isn't as bad and see if I can get something there because Pin Express and Uber is busy there anyway. Um, you are humble enough, sweet lady, but it gets you money. I know, right? Feels so weird. It's like, and I don't know. I'm working on it just to put the like and subscribe button on my videos. It like stresses me out. But my grandkids are like, "Grandma, everybody else has a subscribe button. Where's yours?" And I didn't even think about it. They're the ones that are like, "Grandma, you have to put the subscribe button on there. See?" They show me other videos. You gotta do that. Even my little grandkids understand more than I understand. Do you do you love Eminem? Yeah, I like Eminem. I wouldn't say love. My brother, way back in the day, like when Eminem first came out, looked a lot like him, and he was a big fan. And so then we all kind of like Eminem because he has a great American story, rags to riches. I don't know. And then of course my brother looked like him back in the day. He don't look like him now. He's losing his hair and everything, but we won't tell him he's losing his hair because he tries to hide it, but I don't. But anyway, so yep, gotta love the Eminem. All because of my brother. When there's a hot in Oregon today, Colleen, we are hot and humid. Oh, the humidity is crazy, Colleen. If it's going to be nasty, it's going to be nasty the next 3 days, 96-ish. Wow, the humidity is terrible. Sitting, going to the amusement park yesterday. I mean, the humidity was crazy. And then when we first got to the water park, they're like, "Okay, let's just take our sandals off, blah, blah, blah." Like, all right. And then a little bit later, a couple hours later, our feet hurt so bad. They're so hot. And, the two girls had water shoes. We went back to the locker, got the locker shoes. I got my sandals, but the boy didn't have any. And we're trying to navigate through there. And finally, I just said, "Okay, I'm picking them up and we're getting out." And my daughter's like, "Let's just get out of the water park," because our feet was hurting so bad. I even got a blister because asphalt was so hot. It was crazy hot. This is rodeo weekend. Oh, this here in our small town, rodeo weekend. I think it's like the 50th. Traffic is terrible to do it. So rodeo weekend, you have a lot of so I would assume festivities along with like I just think rodeos are so cool where they're take the lassos and do all of that. It's so awesome. We went to a real rodeo in Montana when we took our Route 66 trip and then came up you know, North Oregon, South Dakota and all that. And we saved my daughter had this cowgirl had I bought from Texas. She had to protect it, and she wanted to go to something that she can wear it. So we went to a real rodeo in Montana. When we booked a room, we got a room right in West Yellowstone, Montana, and there happened to be a rodeo that night. She finally got to wear that cowgirl hat. Rodeos are cool. All the the clowns being silly out there and everything. I could never do a lasso. Like I could ever do that. Catch a, or go bull riding or any of that. All right, so I moved to the back to this town because there's no traffic. So keeping my fingers crossed. And I am at let's see, 11. That one's to Louisville's $11 one is. All right, so I have $16.36 on Uber, and I have 85.03 on DoorDash. I can't see anything. Nana Alice has a cat all alone in the house. Oh, mowing constantly for Nana, wondering where she is. Oh no. I was dog sitting and they have their little filming, you know, they want their people. Oh. Somebody hopefully is checking on the cat and giving it some love. I would assume she's gonna be in rehab for a minute, especially with her heart catheter gonna happen and everything. And with that Raj happening, I doubt she could take the cat to the rehab. I know there's like some places you could do that, but not always, not normally. I don't think me and Nichols, my son, oh, you gonna let the cat come hang out at your place, Wayne? Have you a petting buddy? It'd be kind of fun. I'm getting orders now. Like every time I go live, it's almost like my order stop or something weird. What is going on? $10. Oh, for 10 miles. Culver's. Okay, we'll take this one. $10, 10 miles. It's better than just driving around. When I first started my live, I had picked up an order at Culver's. So, we'll go to Culver's. The nice thing I like about Uber is I don't have to worry about a zone. So I'm going to go to a different area. I don't have to worry about the whole zone thing and all that. But I do need to pause DoorDash. I've really been struggling, like, should I go silver? Should I try to be silver? Should I try to be platinum? And part of me says yes, and part of me says no. Every time I go silver, it seems that like the orders are worse. I did lose my pro shopper, though, so it's kind of sad. Oh, no. I was hoping our guest would come, but she has her own life going on, and I was hoping she could just kind of blend in, but I guess she can't. She will be in rehab at least until after the heart surgery. Oh. Well, at least you and Nicholas are, Nichols, sorry. You and Nicholas can take care of the cat for, that's one relief. My apartment doesn't allow pets. So in this case, the mountain has to go to Muhammad. So in this case, the mountain has to go to Muhammad. instead of the mom and go into the mountain. Oh, my daughter, she has a cat. I'm allergic to cats, so I don't have a cat. Uh, I tried when the kids were little. All my kids like cats, but it was too much. But anyway, so my daughter has a cat, and she has like this little water bowl, but it's kind of like a fountain to keep the water fresh, and it's really neat. I don't know. She says she just fills it up, every so often, and it just keeps it going, and it's nice and fresh. I thought that was good. I don't think there's a water line. There can't be a water line to it, but that was neat. Elsie, how are you? Good day, Grandma. I hope you're doing awesome. Thank you for coming back. How are you today? Everything going well on your Friday? The sky is beautiful. It's just super hot and humid here. We thought it was supposed to rain Wednesday and Thursday, but we didn't get any rain. So it's like when you don't get that rain, it just builds and builds and builds. Makes it more hot, more humid. Somebody said something about the one line I was listening to. They were talking about, do you smell it when, can you smell when it's about to rain? Yes, you can. But my husband's grandma said you can always tell when it's going to rain because the cows gather together and lay down. Like sit down. They're not standing, and that is so true. Like if I see the cows all together sitting, I know it's getting ready to rain. And then of course when the leaves turn, it's getting ready to rain. Because usually, your leaves are nice and green, but when they're turning and you see that lighter color side, you know it's going to rain there too. It's so weird. Those like uh, old-fashioned ways seem to be better than the meteorologist. It's Saturday now, 6:17 a.m. It's 2 degrees Celsius here. All right, so that means it's 18 plus 32, so about 50 degrees, so not too bad. And you're in Australia, right? Wayne, they have those robotic litter boxes now, but they're ridiculously expensive. Oh, are they? Mm. Yeah, I don't think she has one of those. Elsie says, you always sound happy and when you say hello, brightens up my day when it's still dark. Oh, thank you, Elsie. All right, I'm going to go pick up this order. I'll be right back. Well, this drive is going to be about a half hour long. Oh, even though we're in the same city and all, it's just oh, probably traffic maybe. I don't know why it's going to take us so long. Okay. Let me, I've got my handy dandy insulated tent carrier because they got ice cream. Even though they live far away, they got, well, what is it called? Concrete mixers from Culver's. So I got to actually zip this up since it is ice cream. I would not want that to melt. All right. And then the hamburgers. We don't want them to be cold. All right. One thing hot, one thing cold. It goes a long drive. It's 21 minutes. It's not very many miles. It's just they change the speed limit, and then there's a lot of lights. Everybody's getting to work. All right. Let's see where we were on our comments. It's still dark. It's frozen here. Oh goodness. I'm going. Such weird because it's freezing there and burning up here backwards. Winter in Australia. I'll show you. Oh, the freezing emojis. How cute. Okay. You're going to let me out. Now that's cold. It's not that bad. It's freezing. Be right back. I'll go convert. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. That's right. Wayne says, I live in northern Wisconsin, so in the winter we get plenty of cold. Elsie says 36 Fahrenheit. Damn, that sounds hot, but I'm freezing miles off. 36 Fahrenheit. That's still very cold, but not freezing. But I get it. Hey, Zoe, how's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday. Wayne says, easy to be minus 20 here for the winter. No thanks. I hate winter. My husband hates winter. I'm 50-50 on winter. I love snow, but I don't like ice. And just lately, we've been getting more ice than snow because I think that whole, like where it gets cold versus hot, it seems like it keeps getting more. So I love the snow. I do, but I do not like ice. Ice kind of, you just don't have control. No matter if you have a four-wheel drive or not, you really don't have control of ice. You can navigate some things, but ice is, it's stronger than than you would think it would be. So my husband hates the winter, so it gets really grumpy at my house. And wearing all those layers, doing all that is annoying. Wearing all those clothes. I won't even ice fish. My son loves it though. I've never been ice fishing. I'd be so scared to be on that water, but I know that ice is so thick because it's so cold up there. But Elsie said this universe is about shacked out. But it gets so hot in Australia. I don't know. We always discuss, is it better to be hot or better to be cold? He thinks it's better to be hot. You can get yourself cooled down. I think it's better to be cold because you can warm yourself up. But I guess it's just your perspective. Because, if you don't have a way to start fire or you don't have extra layers, you can freeze to death. But if you don't have a shade tree, you're in the middle of a desert, you can dehydrate. So, I don't know if there's a winner there. You'd rather be hot? Yeah, he'd rather be hot too. He says he could cool off faster. Freezing kind of gets scary. Personal opinion, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I'd be too frozen stiff. Right. But yes, he definitely preferred to be hot. Which I prefer to be hot. I just out of the both like extremes. I guess I could think But I guess you'd run out of supplies to stay warm. But you can run out of supplies to stay hydrated. They provide charts on how thick the ice has to be to walk on, to drive on. You drive a vehicle on the ice, I guess, to get your fishing cabin and stuff out there. But that's good that they provide those charts. But I didn't know you drove on frozen ice. I'll say we stopped the kangaroos. Kidding. Oh, we stopped the kangaroos and drink their spit. Kidding. I've heard we do bizarre things. Ice road truckers. Oh, isn't there like a show? But that's in Canada, I think. About the ice road truckers. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I know we watch a lot of trucking stuff. I get kind of twisted. I forget things like, but no, I didn't know you drove a vehicle on the lakes, like Lake Michigan and stuff. I guess maybe not that one. Maybe more of a smaller lake. I don't know. I'd be terrified. When I was a kid, you just would skate across all the ponds or whatever, even though it might not have been real big, but this really small areas. And now as an adult, I'm like, I ain't doing that. Forget that. I don't want to fall in the ice. Yes, the show. Okay, good. I thought there was, but then I thought, well, maybe I'm crazy. I have not plugged in my TV in 18 months. Oh, wow. Do you watch everything on your phone then? Because you're on YouTube. And then you just watch like social media things and not TV. Once in a while, they'll go through the ice. They go through the ice and have to be pulled out. Now that's expensive. Yes, that would be expensive. Oh my. It's scary. Because if you get wet and it's cold, hypothermia happens so fast. So, so fast. That'd be scary. Someone asked me the name of our prime minister. I don't know. Music, my life, it's mellow maniac. So no news, just totally doing your own vibe. That's cool. I think that's really cool because all that propaganda out there, and then you can feel it and see what you want to see, and that's kind of cool. I'm not a big music person. Like usually on Fridays, I'll jam to the radio. Like that's my only day I listen to the radio. Unless like last night, I dropped off my daughter really late. I didn't go until like 12:30 this morning. So I did jam to get home. Just roll down all the windows, turn the radio as loud as I can, get home. So I don't fall asleep. But I'm not a big music person. Every once in a while, a song will come on. It's like cool, but I really like learning things. That's probably my thing. Like documentaries or real life stuff. That's my favorite stuff. Which I'm a big Survivor fan. I love my Survivor. Okay, hold on here. Where did I leave off? Wayne says, following politics, going to give a person a headache anyway. Amen. What ain't? Don't know what to believe, but not to believe. Oh, why do they do that? Oh, but it's like the daylight savings time. I really thought that they had passed that because they talked about it for all that time. And then you find out, nope, daylight savings time staying the same. They really didn't change it. But why was it on the news and was it just thrown at us? Tell me whenever you voted on, tell me this is going to be voted on. And then don't talk about it again until it's a law. Drives me crazy. Manic about music or music stories. Yeah, I like music stories. I hear enough bad stuff. I lived enough in my my life now. My time now. Only gifts. Elsie, Wayne, and TV is either miserable or repeat. Hey, Noah, thanks for joining in on this lovely Friday. Just chit chatting, talking about a lot of fun stuff, watching TV, and what we watch on TV or not on TV, about ice and winter. You know, it's winter in Australia and hot in America. So crazy to me. Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time. Oh, really? Neither does Russia. I know that's not matters, but Elsie Gamer, good day. Noah, hi. Elsie music. So you're really into music. So a specific genre or specific type of story? What is it about? Or what kind of music, you know? Winter and summer. We have it backwards. We have it backwards. Or not backwards. We're just opposite. That's it. We're opposites. That's right. My husband would be happy then if we lived here in the summer, our summer, and go down there during our winter then. And he would never have to deal with winter. Parts of Florida still gets a little chilly. Hey, Brothers Ideas, how's it going this Friday? How are you doing? Just sitting here chit-chatting, hanging out. If y'all don't mind hitting that like button and subscribe, I need lots of subscribers. If y'all can help me out, I'd appreciate you. I appreciate you anyway, but appreciate you a little more. I'm working on all that. Amy's helping me do that. Remind me. Say those dates. Elsie, glad they show reruns of the old shows I saw as a kid. Elsie, whoops. Elsie, all music. My favorite movie is Eddie. Oh, I love Eddie and the Cruisers. Oh my gosh. Right up our alley. I love that movie. Now, I don't think I ever saw if there was a two, but I love Eddie and the Cruisers. A lot of people don't know that movie, so that's awesome. I don't know the other stuff. I like Andre Brew to Cursor rap battles. Okay, I don't know that last line, but that's funny. Maybe I did see it. I don't remember Eddie Cruiser, but it seems like I might have. But there's certain songs that come on off of that. A certain song comes off on the radio from Eddie and the Cruisers. I'll be like, oh, that's that song. And people are like, what are you talking about? So we have something in common, Miss Elsie. It's too cool. I don't know anybody that watched that movie. What was his name? Michael Perret or something like that starred in it. He just did such a great job. Oh my God, I do have a higher respect for you. First person on YouTube that knows. I know, right? Like, nobody knows that movie. It's like one of those weird, like, totally cool movies. Yes. Finally, somebody that understands. I don't know why a lot of people didn't watch that movie. I thought it was so cool. I probably watched it a million times. Not recently, but back in the day. In year 7, I had Eddie Wilson. In year 7, I had Eddie Wilson lives on the dark side. Oh, did you? Oh, cool. The Twilight Zone, Carol Burnett, Wagon Train. Oh, our family watches Wayne. Shoot, I'm gonna forget it. Oh, his mom and my mom. What is it called? Oh, daggone, I can see it in my head. Um, was Michael Landon on it? If I heard it, I'd know it. Why did my brain just go blank? Um, something West, I think. They watch it all the time, both of them. Now I'm gonna forget it. I'll remember in a minute. But Carol Burnett's funny. I like that. And the Twilight Zone is scary. I think the black and white movies and shows sometimes are scarier than what we have going on. My What happened to Baby Jane just terrified me. I think push her down those steps, right? John Cavity and Brown Beaver Band. It sounds familiar. I guess that is that off of the movie. I don't. I'm not good in my books. Sorry. Bonanza. Was it Bonanza? It might be. Don't seem right. They watched Bonanza too, but there's one that they've. Oh, what is it? Is there one with the word West? It's so funny they both watch it because I've never heard them watch it before. I mean, it's really old. I'm like, now they're both stuck on it. They made music. Oh, okay, that's why it sounded familiar. John Cafferty. Because John Cafferty sounded familiar, but then my mind went blank. It's been years since I watched it. It's been years. Everybody's turning over here. What is that show? An old Western show. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't figure it out. Gunsmoke. It's Gunsmoke. They all watch Gunsmoke. I know it back to back. Oh wow. That is amazing. I used to back in the day, but too many moons ago. But Gunsmoke is it. For wait. No, but that's crazy. I'm trying to remember the last time I watched it. I don't remember. Now I'm about to go watch it again. Talking about it. Gunsmoke isn't music. Gunsmoke is an old western. An old western TV show. It's a TV show. James Arness as Marshall Matt Dillon. I don't watch it with him. I'm like, Wayne, I'm a wild, wild south. So, Little House on the Prairie. I loved Little House on the Prairie. And when my kids were, when I homeschooled them, we did a lot of series on the Little House on the Prairie. They kind of have like an overall curriculum with them. So you make like a quilt. The quilt, you measured it. You did art. You did math. So the quilt ended up being like all your subjects wrapped in one. It was a lot of fun. But it wasn't necessarily like a quilt material, but you put it together like that. And that was a lot of fun. So we did a lot of Little House on the Prairie stuff when my kids were growing up. Let's see, making sure I didn't miss anything. Little House on the Hill thing is from my diaper days. Wow. So, okay, if that was your diaper days, so I say you're about, and you like Eddie and the Cruisers. I'm gonna do a guessing. I say you're about 42. I'm going to my third AC/DC concert in November. Awesome. That is cool. My first concert, yeah, well, just to back up a little bit, I wasn't allowed to listen to certain music. And my father was really strict and mean and all that stuff. So it was either, pretty much it was only country. And if you listened to anything other than country, you were sending or something. I don't know. I don't think he believed in all that, but it was definitely very bad. So once he leaves and I get to listen to music, I fell in love with Whitesnake. And so here's this little naive kid. I mean, I've been through a lot in life, but not to concerts or anything. And my very first concert was Whitesnake and Motley Crue. And I had a huge culture shock. I was like 14, 15 years old, or no, I wasn't 15. I must have been 14, 13, 14. And the things that were going on, if you know what I mean. around me. I'm like, what? I was, and I did go to church, even if my family didn't or whatever. I rode the church bus, go to church and all that. And I didn't understand why they were, passing, I guess, passing of blood around or whatever that stuff is called, or I don't know. And they were drinking. I'm like, what the hell? $6 for 9 miles for not doing that. Oh, I missed my turn. That's right. Let's go through. And drinking and being crazy. I was just like, what? But yeah, very first concert. I think that was more of a culture shock to me than going to Russia. What are these people doing? All right, let's see. Um, 49, but only 12 birthdays. Work that out. Birthday is February 29th. What do you think? Maybe I'm wrong, but I listen to Whitesnake, Metallica, Iron Maiden. I would get told, okay, hold on. I would get told I had the devil inside. They said if I played the music backwards, it would tell me messages from hell. I've heard all of that too. Yes, you know, go to church. They tell you, okay, playing cards is the devil, and playing all the records backwards for these demon messages. Yes, I heard all of that. All right, I think I'm at this house. Leave that door. Um, yep, oh, the outside waiting. I do believe. Is one of you all Emily? Oh, okay, great. Uh-oh. I dropped away. Okay. What ice cream didn't look so bad, but right, no, no, no. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me dash. Oh, that was perfect timing. All right, where do we leave off at? It was a funny conversation. Oh, we get told I had the, okay. They said if I play messages backwards, yes. When I was real young, we had a show called The Winky Dink Show, where you would draw patterns on the TV screen with crayons. My mother hated that show. You actually would, oh my goodness. I'd be freaking these TVs now, plasm things or whatever, you wouldn't be able to do that. But that's crazy. You could draw on the TV. My kids would have loved that. They were idiots. I was smarter as a kid. Yeah, not an appropriate name in this day and age. Not appropriate name and not appropriate activity. Uh, I had my kids really young, and I wanted them to express themselves, and so the two oldest daughters, especially the second one, wanted to draw all over the walls and blah blah blah, and I'm like, they're kids, I can repaint it, blah blah blah. Well, little did I know that if you paint it, the crayon wax and all that stuff doesn't really cover well. You got to do X, Y, and Z. My husband was mad at me. So then I found out I could do like that. Well, it's not like it is today, but back in the day, it was similar, kind of like a chalk wall. You buy the paint and it's a chalk, like a blackboard. Wasn't quite like as it is nice now, but it was similar. And okay, you all could do whatever you want to this one wall, and that worked out so much better. If I would have just thought of that, about a month ahead of everything. So we did have to fix the walls because that crayon wax or whatever. And we got it fixed, but that was the smartest thing is going Oh, painting that one wall and saying you color all you want on that wall. And I love that chalkboard paint. It's awesome. That was back in the 50s. Oh, wow. I'll see. We had Hey Hey, it's Saturday, a cheeky mom with a hat, with a, hold on, with a hat on, would pop up and say crude stuff. The mom's name was Tiki Me. Oh my gosh. I decided as a teen I gratified my whole room. Graffiti my whole room. Posters. Oh man, posters was I had posters everywhere. Whenever I could. Posters, posters. My granddaughter really likes posters. My other granddaughter, she just likes pictures, like family pictures and stuff, and she does them all neat. But my second granddaughter, she loves the posters. She has Eminem, Luke Bryan, and I don't know all the other people. I don't remember, but she loves that stuff. She has her so cute. Hey, it's Saturday was pretty funny, I must say. Pretty funny. We uh we watched Bozo the Clown, so I loved Bozo the Clown. Got to do like the little throw the balls into the buckets. And he had the big red hair, kind of looked like a Ronald McDonald in a way, but a clown, more clowny. His hair was like red and spiky, so crazy stuff. And it was one thing talking about like politically correct. They're like, have you ever watched Archie Bunker? There was no politically correct. There's a lot of shows, and nobody got offended. Maybe a little bit here and there, but I mean, I think if you soften things, the more you soften it, the less people are tough. I'm giving everybody an award for participating. I mean, getting a participation medal is one thing, but you still have the best or the worst. What do you have to achieve if you don't have something that to work for? And it's okay if everybody's not the best or everybody didn't get this or that. It just drives me crazy. We're just making everybody soft. And the more soft we have, the less they'll be able to defend us later, I guess. Oh, I have a daughter like that, and an older daughter is rough as rock. Oh, my older cousin had posters of Pat Boone on the wall of her bedroom. Oh, wow. I'm not sure who Pat Boone is, though. I'm trying to think. Did you have Mr. Swiggle? I didn't have Mr. Swiggle. All the family, yes. Thank you. All the family. Archie Bunker. Very not politically correct. Hurry Up Rocket. Hurry Up Rocket. Was that a show as well? Rough as rock, all of them, but my precious gems. Oh, my kids. I have four daughters, and they are so. They have like kind of like the core of the same, but they're so different. And I said this the other day, but I read like all these books about birth order and doing this and that and blah blah blah. Didn't work out, but I think in some ways it did because they're very more unique. They are very unique. Even though they might have similar interests, they are unique. They're unique the way they raise their kids, they're unique in their activities, their hobbies, their thought process. Politically, though, 3 out of 4 are exactly the same. I didn't even think about that until just now. That's interesting. I don't know why that came to my mind. Mr. Swickle said, hurry up, Fiona, or rockets. Huh. No, I didn't have a Mr. Swiggle, I don't think. Pat Boone's most popular song was Love Letters in the Sand. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. If I heard it, I probably know it. When we play like music games and stuff, my husband wins everything. I'll, I'll keep track of it, I know some of the 80s people because it's all I listened to at that one point. But I'll know all these songs, and he knows the artist, the song, everything. We play a lot of "Who Sang This" or "Finish This Line," of the song. I just like to do it, but I'm gonna get 1 out of 20. I'm awful. Arnoria's puppet was aggro. OMG. Oh man, it was a funny thing, I'm sure. Oh man. I trying to think, like, I know Bozo the Clown. I love the Smurfs. Little House on the Prairie, the Waltons. Good Night, John Boy. I liked that a lot. I was kind of a cheesy kid, probably, and I watched a lot of TV because I wasn't getting like the type. I think we had really good family wholesome movies or wholesome shows and stuff in the 80s. Maybe cheesy now, and I think about it different, but that's kind of where I learned a lot of my values in some ways, because I wasn't quite getting that at home. And so I stuck to the TV. I watched TV all the time. I just thrived on learning about those family values and everything. So Facts of Life was a fun one, but you had the Family Ties and Waltons and Little House on the Prairie. I don't really like hour shows. Dix a Hazard, yeah, I love Dix a Hazard. Do you know Bo Duke lives 30 minutes away from me? It's crazy. I can't believe it. I haven't ran into him yet, but he keeps posting everywhere. Like, we were up by where he lived the other day, and he ended up going to another town buying a classic car. We barely miss him. I'm like, I'm never gonna run into this man. But yep, he lives about 30 minutes away from me, maybe a little less. Is that not wild? I'm so excited about it. Got to run into him though, but he's out of town now. Was or go. Hey, Flex and Flo, how are you doing this wonderful Friday? Hope you're doing well. Oh, my little what thing. Argo is something else right off this trolley, not just side riding the trolley. When you have time, try and check it out. All right, Mr. Swiggles and Argo, I have to check it out for sure. You like, I will wonder how it was ever on TV. What a kid show. Oh my goodness. Brittle and Brad, how are you? Or Brittle and Bell, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Nice to see you again. What's going on with you this Friday? Anything exciting? We're talking about TV shows and winter versus summer, and I'm trying to get some orders. But I took a really bad one, but whatever. It's just okay. It was just time consuming. We went to amusement park yesterday. So I'm definitely dragging compared to normal. Like, go slow. The original RoboCop, Peter Weller, grew up in the city and went to college, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. No way. Isn't that cool whenever you like know people or know when I was, I don't know, like kindergarten, first grade or something, ran into I don't know what's his name. It's just on the tip of my tongue. Tom. Um, oh, just lost it. Anyway, he was on Mork and Mindy as the the babe. What was his name? Tom. So, oh, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. That means a lot. You're so awesome. Thank you. And I'm glad you're here with us. You're so sweet. I don't know if I can. Oh, I appreciate you. Tom Polston. Tom Polston. He played in. He wasn't. He wasn't in More Committee. He was in a whole bunch of shows. He was just like a supporting actor. And I was walking. We didn't have a car, so we walked to this little restaurant. And he's there, and I got his signature and everything. And he has family in the area, and that was so cool to me. That was like really awesome. Oh, that is so sweet. I appreciate you, Miss Paula. Made my day. So I'm $10 closer to my goal. I am trying to get at least under 50, and I'm at 100 something. 110, maybe 105, I think. And now I'm at 115. He was in Newhart. Oh, yes, Newhart. Thank you. How's DoorDash been to you today? Well, it's been. I didn't start till 10:30 because we got in late from the amusement park, so I changed my schedule to start at lunch. So it's kind of like slow at first, but it's been doing all right. I haven't seen. A minute ago when I picked one of the Culvers, there was a DoorDasher there, but that's it. And I did do some shopping, but I mostly done food. Uber hasn't done well for me today, but DoorDash, I'm at $85. I started at 10:30, and I've done 3 Uber orders, and I think I'm at. I'll check my flash because I forget. Because you have to wait for those tips. So waiting for 5. I'm waiting for about $10. So I'm now at $26 on DoorDash. I mean on Uber. So 26 and 85. I'm at 111. So DoorDash is a little slow, but it says it's really busy. Go figure. Greatest American Hero. Do you know that old show? The guy's got blonde curly hair, right? Anywhere, and then he has the little outfit with the cape. I can't remember his name. My husband watches that show. I tried setting it yesterday through the Buy Me a Coffee, but I couldn't get it to work for me. Oh, wonder why. I'll have to check on that. Thank you. I'll check on my uh, what do you call it? My account on there. But I appreciate you for thinking of me. That is so sweet. So, so sweet. Honeybees, Emma. Hey, honeybees, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Thank God for Uber then today. Well, DoorDash is better, but at least Uber's definitely supplementing today for sure. So, um, just that I feel like I've been tagged as a shopper on DoorDash. So it's really hard to get out of that. But if I turn it off, then I don't get as good orders. So like earlier I got a small Target order and a tropical smoothie and it paid almost $20. So I don't want to turn it off because of those, but I don't necessarily want to do the big orders. So I haven't figured out how to quite juggle it or manage it yet. So hopefully I'll learn a little more and a little more. I watched a YouTube channel earlier where they were talking about the Happy's for DoorDash delivery in Seattle. He said a burrito would have cost him $38. Is that not wild? Do they add more? Different cities add more, maybe? I don't know. They're talking about having us all as employees. I think that's going to be like one of the worst things. A lot of people want it, but I like my freedom. I think it'll increase prices for the consumer. I think there's a lot of bad things that can happen there. I'm gonna, let me just do, I like to do, it says 1 to 3 minutes and I haven't had it offer this whole time. So I like to force stop it just to, Seems like sometimes it'll boost it. Get it going. It might just be coincidental, but it makes me feel better about it. And it a lot of times works. Like I said, I don't know if it's coincidental. Um, I'm back. I have liked and shared and cared. Much respect your way. Thank you so much, Elsie. I really appreciate it. Much love and respect for everyone. Thank you so much, Elsie. Hey, Liberty, how's it going? How are you this Friday? Mom of two CF Warriors. How are you? Glad you guys to join us today. I hope you're having a great Friday and it's not too terribly hot. It's really hot here today. I best go. I have shenanigans to deal with. You're refreshing to stop and chat with. I appreciate your time so much. Take care. Thank you, Miss Elsie. I appreciate you. It was a great conversation. I enjoyed that. Walk through all that history, right? See you soon. Have a great Friday or Saturday for you. Sorry. Hope you have a great Saturday. Elsie, I imagine the days are short the time of the year in the land down under, with it being winter. But I mean, it makes sense if you're on a axis and that part south, it would be winter and we would be summer, but it's kind of weird to think about that. It's like whenever I FaceTime my grandbabies, I'm doing breakfast and they're preparing for dinner. It's so strange to me. I said that I was forced stopping it would give me an order, but it don't work. So that's kind of a bummer. Yikes. But it is Friday. It'll probably pick up soon. I'm hoping to be done by 8. So I don't know how far I could go in 3 hours, but hopefully at least if I can make $40 more, I'd be so happy. So, looks like we got to go back to the busy town. That's where everything, the high traffic area, looks like that's where everything is. I kind of dread that, but I don't know if I fix this in a way. Did I fix it? I see a little too much dash, but the dash is kind of nice because then the comments are easy to read that way. Oh, I'm learning some things, but gonna get a drink and a snack. I didn't want you to stare at me when I would have to look at me while I'm grabbing a snack and a drink. Let y'all see this crazy outside. The sky looks beautiful today, though. It really does. I don't understand why everything is super busy and I'm not getting an order. I don't get it. Did I do something wrong? I always ask myself silly questions like that. Like, all right, can I do this different? Can I do that different? I don't know what's going on. My receptionist had 2 sons who lived in Alaska. When she visited, they had 24 hours of daylight each day. Oh, they do that in Russia too, like in June. What is that called? Oh, there's a word for that. It doesn't last for like so many, like a long time. I wanted to say days, but I think it's even longer. White nights. Does that sound right? I was gonna miss it. I was gonna miss it by a few days. $6 Chick-fil-A. It's 6 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and decline that since it's Friday and it's 1 to 4 minutes. I think I could get something better. I might have to travel a minute to get something, but I'm gonna try to go on. And Alaska's right there. I mean, how close is it to Russia? It's really close. Is it White Nights? Oh, what is it called? I don't seem right. We can order. Let's go look it up. But all right, got a $5 sale. That's what I was looking for earlier. All right, I'm just waiting for one more $5 tip on that, and then I'm caught up on all my money on Uber. I don't know. Sometimes it really does feel like as soon as I go live, like all my orders stop or something. Sometimes it goes pretty fast. So what I'm trying to do is do a collaboration with Low Flow Drive. She's really funny. I really enjoy her stuff. She has the most random thoughts. So I was trying to do it where she could come in tonight while we're working if she wanted, but not sure if it worked or didn't work. I haven't seen her on here yet. So, but next Friday, we're going to try to do it and then be like her state versus my state and see how it goes. So earlier we were chatting on her live and I was doing better than her. She's like, I don't know if I want to do that. It might be better than me, like make more money. And then now I'm like, maybe she's going to do better because I went live and now I'm getting no orders. But I think that would be a fun challenge next Friday. I'd have to wear a mask over my eyes. I couldn't sleep if it was daylight. I mean, I don't know. Yesterday at the amusement park, we went to eat and $5 for 5 items at Walgreens. I'm not shopping. No, not for that. At least it's working. At least I know it's working. Uber's not sending me anything. Oh, I didn't have Uber on. I didn't know I turned Uber off. I gotta take a photo of myself. Okay, we gotta pull over. I had no idea Uber was off. I don't know how that happened. We're just gonna go to this dead end real quick. But anyway, so we are there, and they were going to swim, and I said, well, I'm gonna wait and let my food settle a little bit longer, and I'll join you guys. I'll be sitting in the shade. I'll be right, I'll be out there in a minute. Next thing I know, I'm asleep, and that's why I wasn't getting any orders. Somehow I turned off Uber. I didn't understand what was going on. So anyway, so maybe I wouldn't need a mask after falling asleep at the amusement park, and it's like so hot, sweat's just running down me, bright as bright could be. But normally I'd be like that. Sometimes I just fall asleep in the middle of typing on my phone, like sending a message. I'll fall asleep. It's the weirdest thing. I used to never be like that. I should have went. Oh well. I cannot believe I didn't have Uber on. Tag on the look. All right, I'm gonna go after this white car. I'm being slow. I was hoping to get an order, and I would have to turn. Oh, chill burger. Okay, we got one for $9 for 3 miles. So we're trying to get it matched on Uber. Oh, and then in the meantime, yeah, we don't want that. Home Depot, 13 miles for one item, which isn't horrible, but the other order was better. So let's see if we got it. Still in the process. You'll be notified if there's a match. Oh, what is taking it so long? Oh, we got it. Okay, great. So, we do have to go through the traffic, but that was a good order. Oh, I just hit pause and then it sent me an order. I'm gonna decline that. It was a stacked order for $9 for 6 miles. Okay, it's paused. We're good. Okay, we got a 9.65 for 3 miles on Uber. Usually Uber's better Friday nights, I think, in my opinion. But all right. It's only 2 miles, but it's supposed to be 8 minutes because traffic's probably gonna be bad. We're having so so many wrecks, and that used to not be a thing. It's so sad. All right, turn it back around here. So, all right. That was so sweet of Paula. She's a sweetheart. We are hopefully going to rock this. What I like about Uber too is they'll just keep adding them. Like as you go ready to drop off, they'll have you another one. And if it does that, then I'll turn off DoorDash because I do like Uber better on Friday nights than I like DoorDash. Because then I don't have to shop, and it just seems like it goes, goes, goes. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'll get an order. So one Friday night, it was about a year ago. I started real late. I did some errands and stuff earlier. It started like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I made like $200 in like 5 hours on Uber. So I did. It was a Friday night, but that's about the only time that happens. So, what do you all think about those squatted trucks? I know we talked about them in Florida, but somebody brought that was talking about it the other day, and I'm like, luckily we don't really have them here. I don't think, but we have. I don't know the weirdest car things here. Oh, the traffic is really bad. We are going to take a shortcut, but it's really a long cut. But I think it's a shortcut with the traffic. I gotta go up that overpass, right? And it's all the way back, all the way up to here, and it's like 5 lights where I have to go. You know, we'll go the other way. Oh, that was terrible. All right, back to back going this way. So, uh-oh. I don't know. I think what is the weirdest car thing? I don't know. They were having a car show. One place we just passed. Oh, when I dropped off that one order that took 20 minutes, they were having a car show. We do have a lot of car shows, like little mini ones. I always like it when they leave and stuff, and you can see them on the road. I guess a lot of people trailer them, but then you have some that actually drive them. Oh, I would think you would get more points if it was drivable than if it wasn't, but all right, yeah, this is going to be a lot better. That cut off 3 or 4 minutes, so yay. No. We're going to Chillburger. I haven't been there yet, but it looks really good. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of things. So we're getting a chicken Caesar salad. I'm not a Caesar salad person. I love salad, but I like a chef salad, Cobb salad, but I've never really been into the Caesar salad. Chicken nuggets, 4 things of fries, a steak burger, 2 steak burgers. Oh man, we got 2 milkshakes, guys. 3 milkshakes. I hope it does. Oh, it said 3 miles, so hopefully we don't get into any traffic or anything. Oh, I gotta pay for this. Oh, I gotta order it and pay. Oh no. I thought, Dan, how are you? I didn't know I had to do that. Oh, so this may not be a good order after all. I didn't know this happened. This is how this worked. All right, first time for everything. Order and pay. Oh. So, with that being said, this might take a while. Oh well, that sucks. I guess y'all could go in and we'll learn together. I appreciate the thumbs up. What is your car's name? Well, this car I don't have a name for. I've had a name for all my other cars. This is my buddy. Definitely. But I have a Honda Accord, so I guess her name would be Accord. I love my car. A 1999 white Honda Accord with 401,000 miles. I'm so proud of that. And she just keeps going. I can get the exhaust leak fixed and her oil leak fixed. She'd be perfect. Um, I did get the front seat stained with my deliveries and spilled a drink or two on her. I think she likes that real well. But I got my daughter got me the weather, weather trend, motor trend, weather guard mats. Those are fantastic. And then some of the car washes, they have this machine, and you just stick your floor mats in it, and it washes it. I usually stick it through about 4 times, so it makes it really nice. Because I have spilled stuff on my carpet, and I had to clean it, and this really protects them really well. I have them for the front and the back, and it makes me feel better when I deliver too, because I can really wipe them off and feel comfortable. How many miles? I have 401,000 miles, almost 402,000 miles in the household. In Wisconsin, if you have a second vehicle that's 20 years old, you can get a collector's plate for the vehicle, and you never have to renew the tags that they want for that. Really? Okay, you can get antique ones here. I thought it was 25 years, but um, maybe it's 20. I need to check into that. But I know we have like the antique ones. But can you drive it as your everyday driver? I have to check that out. I didn't know you did have to renew your tags. And I'm going to have to renew mine in August. I will do that. Thank you, mate. Do you know Mr. Gaming? There's a lot of gaming people that come on here. I'm not sure. Mr. Gaming. It sounds familiar, though. My grandkids watch a lot of gaming, too. I'm not positive. Kind of nervous about doing this order and pay thing. Because it's Tilburger, and I think they're kind of slow. So far, I'm going to say no. Just to be on the safe side. I do not know Mr. Gaming. Oh, this person is a delivery person. All right, they're going to start coming out, I guess. Never seen her before, and she's coming up. This is parked in front of Mathnasium, and they closed. I thought about getting a job there, but like a part-time job or something. I don't know if I want to, oh, be a tutor. I've done that before. But I know we have old vehicles, and I know we looked into it at one point, but I don't remember what the rules were. All right. We're going to see how this works. No idea. The menu, I'll show you all the menu though. It's a cute little restaurant. Hi. I have an Uber that I'm supposed to order and pay. Have you ever done that before? Yeah. One thing of chicken nuggets. It just says milkshake. That's weird. Okay, let me look and see. Uh, two cookies and cream regular milkshake and a vanilla milkshake.
Another regular is vanilla.
I'm sorry.
The vanilla is another regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're $3.25 a piece.
No. They're 4.50.
That's what it says.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if it goes through. A chicken Caesar salad. Four natural cut fries. Um, two steak burgers. So wonder. Okay, 4-ounce single patty. Okay,
And did you have those fries? The fries that come with the burger, or are they separate?
they're separate.
Okay. And you said two of the singles.
Two 4-ounce single patty.
Okay. And do they have any toppings on that?
Doesn't say.
Also, one last question for those chicken nuggets. Did it say anything about the side or the drink?
No.
Okay.
Okay. It does say that it's $5. I'm sure
The
that's.
nuggets?
Yeah, I'm sure that's wrong.
Yeah, it's 6.50.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. So it's for the little one.
Uh-huh.
So is there a kids menu? A kids one?
Yeah. Well, it's only the nuggets.
Okay. And then, okay. Vanilla, regular. Okay. Like I said, I've never done this before.
Yeah, no, this is good. I've never seen it before.
Cookies and cream, regular, and that's two of those. Okay. This is really weird. Chicken Caesar salad, grilled chicken. Okay, we're good there. Okay.
And then your favorite fries, like extra and not
Okay, natural. Okay, menu side,
okay.
and there's four of those.
Okay.
Okay, so four done. Steak burger, 4-ounce patty. No, I don't need to do anything there, right?
Right, it's good.
Okay. Steak burger, 4-ounce. So that's good there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Brings it to 73.30.
All right. Wayne, thank you. I hope you enjoy your fish fry. I appreciate you. I'll catch you later. Keeping my fingers crossed that you reach your goal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good Friday. I guess I have to have a receipt. Yes. Okay. Do you know how long that'll take?
Probably about 5 minutes.
Wonderful.
All right.
Okay. And that worked and there's not a problem, right? You don't need me to sign it or anything. Okay. All right. I'm having a bad connection. Okay. Awesome. All right. So now we're just waiting. Interesting. Learned something new today. All right. All right, let's see. I need to. Um, Just waiting for the food. Yeah. Cute little restaurant. Looks good. That really looks good. I guess like the unicorn or something, chocolate dream. Now I'm getting hungry. Oh, I'm trying to decide how to do it with the sound. I don't want it to get me a copyright, so I'm gonna have to mute it for just a minute longer. Song quit. Let's go. It's like, oh, all right. This food is making me hungry. So I think like 10. So 26, 25, 35, 5, 0. So 120. All right, not much more to go. Hopefully, I think I'll probably quit at 150. I'm getting hungry now that I'm looking at all this food. Maybe, maybe I'll go get some hungry in a minute. What are y'all having for dinner? I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner yet. I have some leftovers, but there's not enough for the both of us, my husband and I. So I don't know if I'll pick something up. Do y'all have a favorite restaurant? A quick one? I don't like to eat fast food. This didn't take long. I could surprise the hubby with a sandwich from here later on, but it's kind of expensive. Any suggestions? Any restaurants you suggest? Prefer? I'm watching them make the cookies and shake. I might splurge and get fast food tonight. I think our food's ready though. Making the shakes. Hope I don't. Hopefully they won't melt. That's 2 orders with shakes so far. The one thing I like about DoorDash, it tells you, like I can click on that little widget and see where I'm going. Here, I don't know until I've done, right? Oh, I miss Fallen Fans. They have a YouTube channel. I'm going to have to subscribe to her or to him. Uh, Tag on it. I missed that. Wonder if it's Mr. Gaming or something.
Yes.
Great, thank you. All right, we got the food, waiting for the drink. Hopefully, I ordered it all correctly. Looks right. Has anybody ever dealt with having to order from Chillburger before? New thing for me. No idea. Okay. Just hoping we get done with this order in time for the whole pause thing to quit on DoorDash. All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
There you go. Makes me super hungry. All right. Put this all up. Looks so good. I wish it was mine. All right, getting open the door, getting all the stuff in the hot bags and cold bags. A little bit of both. I think I'll just take this whole thing out for now. All right. Shakes are going into the thermal drink holder. This is my favorite item I purchased because I get so many weird, like, hot coffees and stuff. And then the ice creams, it really keeps them hot or cold. You know, we went 20 something minutes and we had a little bit of a melt on that one ice cream earlier, but for the most part, they were still cold. All right. Ultimate. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna screenshot that so I can remember. Yeah, so I can remember just subscribe to Bolton Fan. All right. Okay. Looks like we're 6 minutes away, and for some reason, it does that sometimes. Doesn't want me to standard. Okay, it's not giving me directions. I'm gonna have to key it in my GPS. I don't know why it's been doing that. Up, up there. No. Okay, well, it tells me where to go. Just ain't showing it to me. Maybe it's Robert. 6 minutes away. And we are gonna leave it at the door. Sweet. It's telling me it's just not showing. It's telling me where to go, but it's not giving me the lines. And I kind of like the lines. I'll just go this way. All right, we're gonna guess a little bit. Thing about here, we're in Clarksville, and it's like shopping and the restaurants are. So traffic is the traffic pattern is kind of messed up, and you can go back ways and miss it for the most part. But it's easier if I can see it to know where I needed to go, you know? So, it's where and I need to go where? Okay, I think. Let's, okay, trying to figure it out. My battery's so low on my one phone, and it's on a one of those self-charging things, and sometimes it works beautifully, sometimes not so much. I don't know how to help it. Ate my lunch. Okay, I started working at 10:30, and I ate my lunch at like 11:15. Sometimes I can't help it. It's just like hungry, hungry, hungry. I think yesterday's busy, busy day, just leftover of being hungry. But we ate good while we were there. We had the food at amusement parks is ridiculously expensive. But oh, it showed me how to walk there. It's but we had barbecue with potato. I had barbecue with potato salad. Gave me a pickle. Is that all? And it came with cornbread too. Cornbread wasn't so good, but the barbecue was really good. I probably shouldn't have ate potato salad. With it being so hot, and it must have had mayonnaise or something in it. I think that's what made me not want to go swim there for a minute. So hindsight tells me next time get like fries or tater tots or something. All right, we're gonna leave this at the door. I have no idea what's wrong with this GPS. I know the area a little bit, so only 1 minute away. And then we're gonna get it done. Try to find, all right, $4 to Louisville. Absolutely not. Don't like that one. I'm gonna go ahead and resume my DoorDash while we're waiting. So that ended up taking me 30 minutes for $10. So not great, but not horrible. I try to do $5 every 15 minutes. So it met that requirement. It just, I to know better. Okay. So DoorDash just sent me, who knows what, $8. Oh no, it's not going where I want it to go. 1703. Okay. Decline. Okay. I'm trying to find where we're supposed to be going. Okay, 1703. Hey, Kashra, how are you doing? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. Are you doing all right? Anything exciting going on with you? My arms are funny. They're wanting me to go to all these places outside of my zone, and I don't want to do that. Okay, here we are, 1709, because it's Friday night, unless it's a good order. Okay, let me deliver this real quick. Ah, I got okay, get the shakes out of the things. There we go. Okay, trying to get it all done. 650 for no, I don't like to do. Ah, I'm having trouble. All right, sorry about that. DoorDash is sending me all kind of orders, and none of them are worth having. And it's acting funny. Just keeps being a black screen. Oops. I don't know why it keeps being a black screen. Yeah, so it's a double order for $10 for 9 miles. I mean, I'm going down to 35%. There we go. Okay. So, terrible order after terrible order. Still a worse order. I mean, I'm just gonna. It's bad. DoorDash is really mean to me right now. Uh, Come on, Uber, show DoorDash up, right? They're definitely sending a lot, and I don't know why the app's acting weird. I can't get it to quit acting weird. $16 for 10 miles. 3 orders. All three are shopping. A lot of shopping. This is crazy. The app's acting funny, and then they're sending me terrible orders. All right, let's check out Uber. Let's not complain. Switch out our luck here. Okay. See if it'll get any better. I done it. $8, 2 items. All right, I could do that. What's the items? Let me see what the items are. Laundry detergent and diapers. Okay, I'm taking that one. That'll work. Those other orders were crazy. I mean, there's got to be a line you draw at some point, right? That was super wild. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I don't really have anything. I'm gonna eat these cookies. That's my last snack. Okay, I'll turn you guys around while I eat this snack. But yeah, DoorDash was sending nothing but crazy shopping orders. $16 for 3 shopping orders, like 14 items at Aldi's, 14 items at Myers, going to 3 different houses. Probably what I'll do, if the shopping orders don't stop, I'll probably just turn it off for the night. That's what I need to do. Friday night, I want to do food anyway. Because it's really hurting my acceptance rate. And for some reason, my app just keeps going black, and I'm having to force stop it and open it back up. I don't know how to make that quit happening, but it happens to me a lot. I'm not sure if that car was going to go in our lane or what. That was a little freaky. With it being so hot, I haven't done very many like summer activities or anything. A few here or there, but that's it. I think they just had a wreck or something. Yep. They're going to turn on their signal, their emergency. I don't know. Stuff is everywhere. All right, let's see. What do you all like to do for the summer? Any special like activities? I like to go to the car races. We went to the. I like to camp. Me and my husband camped in Florida, but I was only camping in Judson Park. I like. I like sitting on my front porch, but it's been so hot, and humid. It's been a problem. It's like, come on. I haven't. Well, the bugs. We've had a couple of times the bugs have been really bad. Like we have a mosquito problem, and it's kind of been off and on this year. We were out with the one grandson in the backyard, and I couldn't quit getting bit. But another day, it's like they've all disappeared. So, and it comes and goes. But I know it has a lot to do with the water. We've had so much rain. I think everybody has had so much rain. I was reading where the rainmaker company said that they had seeded some clouds down there where the Texas floods were, but it was days prior, it had nothing to do with it. But then the argument is, but they never had 20 inches of rain in 45 minutes ever, and it's a historical flood. And so it's always interesting to hear what viewpoints or whatever. Confirmatory account. I didn't get that. That's weird. It keeps wanting me to take a picture of myself. I'll do it in a second. I don't mind playing because I have to stop. But I think it's a great idea because there's so many people out there that's not necessarily the right people, you know? Continue. Which I literally just did this. What, 20 minutes ago? Was something wrong with that last order? It liked my picture. I don't know what's going on. It's absolutely a little finicky. All right. So I'm waiting for a $6 tip there. So that'll give me 35. They want to add $4 for one item at Academy. Wonder what the item is. It's not going to tell me, so I'm declining it. This is only $4, so it ain't like. All right, so 35 was so 7 and 15. We only need $22 after this order. All right, I'm leaving you guys in here. I'll be right back. course, the water was added after I started shopping. Okay. I took a copy of the receipt and now, so frustrating. I hit a button while it was in my pocket. Okay. Uber sent a couple decent orders, but not nothing like I would abandon this one for. Because believe me, I would have if I could have. I don't mind abandoning it. $7 for the one. Only problem is, I think after you do it for a minute, reject so many of them. They're like, okay, she really doesn't want to work or something. All right, where are we going? Go this way. Shouldn't be too bad. $8. So that'll give me, we're only need $22 more to go. I'm definitely going to quit at 150. I was hoping to go 200. Once I get a snack, then it can last a little longer, maybe about 8 o'clock either way. So don't see anything exciting at the dollar store while I was in there. You never know at dollar stores. That one's a really good one, though. They have a pretty good clientele. It's pretty stocked, pretty clean. Cheddar's egg. So, I say 50-50 of our dollar stores, like half of them. I don't trust anything about it. If they'll have the item, you're going to be able to walk through the aisles or anything. And then, and the clientele can be very sketchy. But that one's a good one. That's probably one of the best ones. Even though, I mean, outside isn't like the best, but the inside, they're usually soft. They're really helpful. They're nice. The one up by my house, it used to be perfect, but the lady passed during the pandemic. I think you know, that it made her sick and she didn't make it. So now that she's gone, it has its moments. The one that's town before us, that dollar store, it's new, pretty new, maybe a year old, and at least it's nice and clean, but it's very dark. I don't understand why it's so dark. It definitely needs more light. But it's bigger and it does have more stuff, so that's nice. But I don't understand why it's so dark in there. We'll get you in a minute, Uber. I know they'll send me a decent order in a minute. I'm sure of it. One of them will, right? I know I don't want to do no shopping, really. But what do I need? $22? Hey, if I can make $22, I might do it. But I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Like, if I get the other day I got, what's today? Friday. So Wednesday, my last order was at Myers. I went and picked up some dinner groceries while I was in there because I was right there. So if I could come up with a dinner plan, pick it up there while I'm grocery shopping and get a grocery shopping order there, that's not bad. I try to mix as much stuff as I can, get it all done, multitask. This is like multi-apping. You got to do what you got to do to make the goal. My lives used to go really well. They're just not as exciting anymore. Maybe I'm a little boring. I'm not sure. I could be. I could be boring sometimes. should say what's on my mind, then maybe it wouldn't be so boring, right? Ugh. Like, I really don't want to. I'd love to cancel this order now since they added the waters. It makes me so mad. It's like, that's all right. I do have to say, like, from the time I started DoorDash until now, most, I say it's a lot of restaurants. It was like there for a couple of years. They didn't have a rhythm. Like, you never knew what to do when you went to pick up an order at a restaurant. Like, do you wait here? Do you wait there? Do you ask? Do you not ask? I think most of them, they were doing a lot of like, they had a lot of turnover and they were trying to try this and try that. Now I think it's pretty good. Like, pretty much know where to go, whoever trains them. The only difference is sometimes it's on the shelf and sometimes it's not. So that depends on who's working. And so sometimes you can grab it and sometimes you can't. And so that's questionable. But other than that, at least for the most part, I think everywhere has got a good pattern of what to do when you're dashing, when you're picking up. McDonald's was questionable there for, even within the McDonald's, they're different. But at least they're kind of being the same that, at that McDonald's you do this, at this McDonald's you do that. I think it's nice whenever you kind of understand what to do. It makes everybody more comfortable. It's nice. Especially like earlier I had to pick up a tropical smoothie and it was super busy. And they used to put it in the cubbies, but someone's been stealing them. Or they've been stolen anyway. So they quit putting them in the cubby. You had to ask for them. But I stand by the cubby and get their attention and get it. So, because they were really busy and you needed to interrupt. And some of them will ignore you as a dasher. So, I always try to get like a coworker's attention, so I'm not interrupting the cashier while she's, got 1,000 people in line. But my order was ready. I just wanted them to give it to me. But luckily, a coworker walked by. She wasn't real thrilled about it, but she did it. Okay. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. I don't like it to talk to me, so I turn off the GPS noise. I turn off telling me about the, what do you call it? About the drop off instructions. Don't talk to me. Trees look nice and healthy. The cornfields, most of the cornfields are growing like crazy. They look really good. $18 for little shopping for 18 items or something. But I'm not doing that. So, doing this instead. Food. I might have to use my battery pack on my DoorDash phone if it gets much longer. 38, yeah. Probably gonna have to do that. I got an extra cord. Okay, as soon as I'm done with this one, I will charge it up. Oh, it's on this side of the road. The things I look at. Okay, it'll be at my door. What side of the road is it on? Any weird instructions? All right. Uh, it's showing that it is up right there. Okay. The car is behind me, so yep, this is it. This should be easy to do. But I'm still mad at the added waters. Oh, there's no. That's it. All right, she had those big waters and she took the wood on the, and I did not put it up on their porch because there's a dog there. $9. I think I can go. Whole bunch of sodas. Okay. I guess we're gonna take this as $9 at the dollar store. All right. I just gotta make a U-turn. Man, I don't know what it was at their house, but it stunk so bad. I thought I was gonna puke. Almost smelled like dead fish. The dog was on the porch, it like it peed everywhere, and it was on a leash, like Faith, instead of a that he can just get up and move. And once I realized that, I just left everything at the doorstep. Then find out they only tipped $1 after adding the waters and everything else. And I don't know what their situation is, but there's 2 cars there. They could have went and got it. But luckily DoorDash, paid the other difference and it was worth it. All right, so we're on our way to um what is it called? To a different dollar store. This one's a good one. And it's just drinks. So I'll leave you guys in the car again. And 6 drinks. But it's like 1 liters. So hopefully it won't take long. It's another $9. So that'll get me down to 13. All right, we're getting close. Heck yeah. We'll see what it looks like at that point. Then I'll make my decision after I make my $13. I don't know if I'm gonna work late tomorrow or go in early. I was exhausted. You ever get to a point where you're so tired, you're like, I don't know what to do. I've got all these things. I feel a little overwhelmed. What do I do? What do I do? Quiet in here for a minute. Let's see. All right. We're almost to the dollar store. Yeah. I don't know. Like, sometimes I get myself too many goals. Like, I want to make silver and platinum, and I want to make this much money, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And then it's hard to, like, stay focused on what I need to do, right? Like, but my mind goes all about things. All right, I'm gonna leave you in here. Go grab these 6 drinks. Hopefully it's fast. Looks, I bet the checkout's what takes so long. It's kind of busy. Be right back. Smile. Well, I was right. The checkout wasn't a nightmare. Getting the food and stuff wasn't bad at all. Oh, well. All right. So, I have no idea where this is. Okay. I wasn't sure where we're going. So now I figured it out. Let's do this. And open my door. See what they're doing. Okay. Everybody's just driving through here. This is a crazy place. There was no grocery carts. They had two all together. And so I had to carry it all. And then I started chatting with this lady. There was only one worker. The line was super long. They didn't have everything, but luckily the customer did have substitutions, things made for shopping for them. So that's all nice. So back on the road again. Yes. Hey, us. And just rocking it. All right. So I just made a $13 order after this. In a few things. Just not really impressed with what they said. McDonald's for $5.81 for 1.8 miles. That's not bad. Not a bad order. This one's 13 for 16 miles, but it's going, and I need $13. So, but it was, since I'm doing this, I think you could do better on a Friday night. We'll see. 6:30. All right. I really didn't calculate. I've worked 8 hours. No, I haven't made my 20 an hour. That's always like if I made 20 an hour, it's a good day. And what am I going to be at? 140. So not bad. But to me, a good day is 20 an hour or higher. And over 15 or higher is okay. Take it because that's what the starting pay of these factories are. So I figure that's better than that. And I don't want an office job, so I always count on how much are they paying the factory workers and go from there. So that seems to be the average salary here is 15 an hour to start out, which is quite sad actually. But I just think sometimes those factories and things like that can be demanding. Um, it'd be nice, you can still have a line and all those things if you planned it accordingly and you had good managers and make your employees happier. But I think they're just so demanding and not like you're just a robot when you're on a line of some sort. I guess I felt like that sometimes when I was a manager too. Okay, get this out, get this out. Come on, people, we can turn at the same time. These people are scared to turn at the same time. I don't know how to drive, I guess. $3 for Jaggers. No way, Jose. Did not make that amount order. Did I say whether yeah, I'm talking about this store? I'll probably check it. Like I check it 20 times. I know I do. I don't mean to, but it's what it is. All right. We're just 4 minutes away. Leave at the door. Junior. This phone isn't charging like I'd like it to. I want to have it to charge now with this phone. Have a nice charge. I'm going to see if I unplug this one. If that helps any. I don't think it does because I've had them both plugged in before and it didn't seem to make a difference. But what I might do is switch them. Wonder what kind of beauty you would have if I switch to it. Hey, Rosebud. How are you? Thanks for joining in. How are you doing today? I am delivering a crazy dollar store order. It was not too bad. Just the dollar store was crazy. Do you like doing the dollar store orders? I don't mind shopping there too much. I mean, it's not my favorite because it's just like shopping at everything's $1 or something. For example, the Suave shampoo I used to buy was 88 cents. But you go to everything's a dollar. It's a dollar. That's how I feel about the dollar store. It's like you just got to pay attention. Some things are a good buy and some things aren't. I guess that's like everything else. All right, a Louisville order, $10 for 25 miles. Iffy. Yeah. And I'm losing my pro shopper because, I'm not finding the original items. But at the dollar store, you're not going to find the original items. On this order was just 6 things. Two of them were not the original items. It's like sometimes these discount stores, they discount this or that, but then they jack everything else up. So you gotta be very knowledgeable about pricing, and then pay attention and watch your details. I know doing this, I realized like the ounce differences. Never realized before. Um, just right next to each other, just half an ounce off and such a different price. Yeah, it's a dollar. It's a dollar, but smaller quantity. Exactly. Yep. Yep. What was it the other day I picked up? Normally it's like 9 ounces, but in this particular case it was like 8.3, but it was in a different part of it because it was smaller, and it was a lot cheaper. I'm like, well, I could go without. It was something I was buying on DoorDash, but it really opened my eyes to watch those ounces. I like clearance section. That's probably my favorite. You have to look at the unit price. Yes, exactly. Oh, what was it? Like if you buy, it says count of three. You could buy. The sale says three for $5, but they're $1.25 or three for yeah. It's like $1.25 or so. It's like, wait a minute, this was a ripoff. I don't know how many times my husband has caught that those sales are such a ripoff. It's better to, or if it's like buy a unit of one versus a unit of two. I think it was the Rice Krispie treats that we bought one time. So much better to buy 2 boxes of 8 versus a box of like 12. Well, I dropped my phone. Do not want to go Louisville. Oh, $19 for 47 items at Aldi. No, thank you. Uber sent me one. It was like, ah, $20. But the problem is, it's going to Louisville. I still have been bad and not fixed my problem with my toll stuff. All right, so I'm at $36. Sorry, $35 on Uber. 102 is 35. So 38. So yep, I was right. $22. 22. I thought I was going to be at 13. Hold on. What did I just say? I have 35, 35 and 2. So I'm at 137. All these local orders. I don't want to go local. 37. So yeah, $13. That's right. All right, 1 to 2 minutes on DoorDash. Surely I could get us a $13 order. What do you think? Maybe not. It might take us a couple of orders to get there, but this phone does not want to charge. It's usually, this is my new phone, newer phone. It's really good. The one that I'm doing my live on is a new phone. And I paid cash for it. It's like just a couple $100. And I used a credit card, really, not that I paid cash. And it don't seem to have as much issues as it's picky about being charged, but don't seem to have as many issues as this one. All right, $15 for 6 items. I think I'm gonna do this. So it's 6 items at Myers for $15, and I need 13, and it's going by my house. Wonderful. Okay, and then I'll end my live and do all that on our way. Wonderful. Well, that was luck. Oh, but then I have to pick something out for supper. Oh, shoot. What do I want to cook for dinner? Because it'll be 6:30 by the time I'm done. I'll probably be home a little after 7. I don't know what to make for dinner. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's 13 miles. Oh, it just disappeared. Uh, okay, does that mean I don't have that order no more? Current dash. It disappeared, guys. All right, so nope, didn't get that order. That was strange. It just went away. I'm gonna. Yeah. All right, so then they sent me $10 for 10 miles. It's not going the way I need it to go, so I'm not taking it. Can you believe that? Just disappear like that? You're having French toast. Oh, that sounds great. I love French toast. That's one of my favorites. Are you a syrup person or a powdered sugar person on your French toast? I kind of like powdered sugar, but I kind of like syrup. It depends. I'm different. Different days. $11 for 6 miles of Jaggers. I'm taking that. In the meantime, that was a good one. $11 doesn't meet my goal, but we're going to decline the DoorDash one and put it on pause. 6 miles for $11. I'm real happy with that. Plus, DoorDash, they only want to take me shopping. Syrup. I know some days I'm a powdered sugar person, some days I'm a syrup. And it also depends on like what kind of bread. It's like if you're at a restaurant and they do like that Texas toast, French toast, like that thicker bread, the powdered sugar is nice. And then do a little syrup too. But if I have the thin one, the thin bread at home, sometimes I do, I like the powdered sugar. And jam, some people put jam on it, it's really good. Where'd you go? Real maple syrup, but I don't have any. Oh, yes, my daughter that lives in Russia, she always wants me to bring her real maple syrup. We go to the Maple Syrup Festival in February. It's like the last weekend in February and the first weekend in March. It's 2 weekends. And that's where she likes to get her maple syrup. You can buy it in the stores sometimes. Stores that sell the local stuff. Do you live by a Maple Farm? Maple Farm, I guess, is it Maple Syrup Farm? I like to cook with it, but it is kind of strong sometimes just to pour it on something for me. But they do like a homemade barbecue sauce and stuff with it. So at the festival, you can get like the pancakes and the waffles and all that, and then get the syrup. And then they also have like barbecue chicken and stuff, and their barbecue sauce all has the real maple syrup. And you get to take a tour of how they process the maple sap out of the trees and make the syrup. So cool. And they're a homeschool family that does it. Or I don't know, their kids should be grown by now, but the reason why we started going is because they were a homeschool group. And we were a homeschool group. I guess that's the right word. A homeschool family. There's an Amish store nearby. I may check there. Oh, okay. So where do you live? We just Amish are really growing in our area. And they used to have a store, but they don't have a store anymore. I don't know if they're selling stuff or not. So where do you live that you have a lot of Amish? I'm in Indiana. Now, northern Indiana's had Amish for a long time, but I'm in southern Indiana, and we used to not have Amish, and they really have expanded a lot. They continue to expand. My road has got, my area and my road have a lot. I complain about if I have to pick up dog poop, why don't they have to pick up horse poop? Because on Sundays when they go to church, like they take turns rotating which house for church. And when it's the ones down the road from me, I get so much horse manure on my road and I have to pull out in front of it. And it frustrates me. Upstate New York, we don't have a lot, but growing. We don't have tons, but it's growing and growing. It was weird because, our area had none. We just didn't see Amish very often or anything. And now it's like they're down this road. We have a couple families on this road, a couple families down this road. Oh, slew, this one whole road is nothing but Amish. They have their truss, they make the trusses, all kinds of stuff. And then they get their semi stuck because we're in the middle of nowhere with these little bitty roads. And they order their wood somehow. And then the semis get stuck so you know where the Amish are. Wherever the semi tires prints are, wherever the semi gets stuck. It's not like Pennsylvania. They have a lot. They do have a lot. I used to, so I used to work for Department of Ag, and I worked for the statistical portion of it, and you have to call and ask about people's farms and stuff, blah, blah. And they all have the same last name, all the same phone number because they use a neighbor's phone. And it was so complicated. The little things. And trying to get the answer of what we needed and all that was crazy. All right, regular drink. So, another ice cream. We're going to get a banana split shake and a crazy good cheeseburger, it says. So, I'll be right back, Miss Rosebud. There are tons and tons of orders in there. I don't know. I might have got an offer here or there, but there was a lot. Oh, I love the emojis. Oh, the little hearts. Heart people. Too cute. Oh, we got to go into this weird apartment complex. Ugh. Which one is it? Yeah, I do not like this apartment at all. Oh, well. I can't believe how many orders. And then when I said the person's name, I guess I'm sound like a little hick or something. He thought I said something totally different. He's like, I don't have that order. And then he said, and I just showed him the phone. He's like, oh, okay. Like, what did I say wrong? But I don't know if it's worth coming back to this spot or not. There are a ton of orders, but what does that tell you? You know what I mean? All right. And the only bad thing, kind of like Uber better, especially on Friday nights, but the only bad thing is you have to wait I'm going to count on that tip to be at my goal. And then what happens if it don't show up? I've only had a couple that didn't show up. I've been very blessed. I know I sound a little different to people here. I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things. But I'm from here, but I sound a little different. It's like when I was a kid, I lived in Florida for a while. I lived here, I lived there, and I guess I picked it all up. And then now I'm out in the country and a little bit of a country accent. I don't know. My daughter says, "You sound like a redneck mom." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I guess I am. I just gotta talk the way I talk." I don't know. The Amish people that moved here, I just wonder about them because, it's hot outside. You drive by their house and the windows are shut. And it's like, do they really have air conditioning? What's really going on? Something weird. Mixed accent. Yes, exactly. Mixed accent. I was in St. Louis, and the boy next to me was from here. And the way we say Louisville, people don't understand the whole. There's so many ways to say Louisville. And he's like, "Why do you say it that way?" I said, "I don't know." And so I said, "Don't you say it that way?" He's like, "No, I don't say it that way." And then I don't know, a couple of weeks later, he was talking about home and he said something about Louisville. I said, "You said it just like me." And he's like, "Oh, I do say it just like you." It was hilarious. He was a younger guy, as an older woman. And he was sure I said it wrong. And then when he found out he said it the way I said it, he's like, "I didn't know I said it that way." Because everybody, they're like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Louisville, Kentucky." I always say, "Louisville, Kentucky, where the Kentucky Derby is." So they know what I'm saying. Because nobody seems to know. I was in an airport, um, and they had changed our gates. It wasn't only at, and I had a, when I went to my other gate, I'm like, "Oh, is this for Louisville?" And the lady goes, "What'd you say?" I said, "Louisville." She was like, "Honey, honey, come over here. Say it again, say it again." And she had me keep saying it until I was like, "No more." But she was coming here to see her son. There's Fort Knox. And I don't know if she was going to Fort Campbell. She must have been going to Fort Knox because Fort Campbell should have flown in somewhere else. And she just thought it was so cool. I forget where she was from. So it's kind of funny when you talk a little different. People are like, "What?" I remember I lived in Florida for a little bit. I was about sixth grade. And, like some people say hello, some people say hey, whatever. Well, I really picked up the hey thing while I was down there. And everybody still said hello up here. And the hey was just saying hello was kind of like weird. And so I just stuck with the hey. And it flipped people out. They're like, "What?" Wingstop. I will be down there, but it's taking me really far. No thanks. And plus, I'm on pause, and they sent me an order. That's strange. If you come up here, people would want you to speak. Oh goodness, that's funny. I went to the Poconos to visit my husband's half sister, and we went to the grocery. We had a ton of kids because I had three kids, she had two kids, and then I had brought her grandson up to see her. So three, four, five, so we had six kids, and I had them in the cart, whatever. And the people were so rude about it. I'm like, they'll fall over off the cart. And I'm like, they're my kids, people. I mean, I wasn't used to that abrasiveness of all of that. I'm just like, what in the world? So that took me aback a little bit. I'm like, I don't know about this. Um, it was definitely different. And definitely people talk different. I have family like from Connecticut. They live up that way, Connecticut, Rhode Island area. And they came and lived down here for a couple of years and they went back up there. But listening to them talk, we all talk. So get us in a room. We all have the different accents. It's so hilarious. And the different words. We all, do you call it a soda or a pop? Or I just call it soda pop. I think it's easier. But it's just so funny how the littlest things and it's just so different for everybody. No matter we're all in the same country, but we still, still have different words and different things, different accents. People can be rude. I was originally from Connecticut. Oh, really? My aunt, my great aunt. She had moved up there. I don't know when, but I don't know. But she was in like the Navy, I think. She was a nurse in the Navy or something. And I don't know if that's when she moved there because she married a fella and moved there or something. She had her kids there. What part of Connecticut? I know that my cousin's land was on the beach. That probably don't tell you nothing. But, so I don't know. Davis was their last name, or is their last name. So, well, that's one of them. Shoot, I'm gonna forget. Bowen, Bohen. That was because Pavis was the married name. It's Bowen. Uh, I know people looked at me weird when I used the word grinder. Up here, it's subs. It is subs. Huh. Not sure what's the word used. The word grinder. Oh, the word grinder. Oh, gotcha. But it's subs there. I know it's weird, like different words. What? My daughter teaches the reason why she's in Russia, she teaches English. So the first time I went over there, she let me sit in and participate in some of her classes. But they teach British English, and so like you can't say fanny. Fanny's a bad word, but I use my fanny pack all the time, and you can't use that's the wrong word. What was the other? It was like the lesson she was doing at the time was things in a house. And I'm like, what is this? What is that? It was weird. Like the loo, or something really weird that I just didn't get. Totally different. When we went across country, we went on Route 66, went up, whatever, and we would order the kids like the McChicken at McDonald's. It was kind of a newer thing, I guess. That's what they always wanted. I don't like fast food, but that's what they wanted. And we started off, like St. Louis. But as the further west we went, even though we ordered the exact same thing every time, the spicier it got. We didn't order a spicy one or nothing. And we stopped at this one restaurant, ordered regular food, and it was spicy. It was like, what? And that was that's their regular stuff, just little things. Sweet tea. Here I can get sweet tea, but I just go about an hour north. There's no sweet tea. Chili didn't really. Yeah, it was spicier. At one point, they're like, I don't think we can eat a McChicken anymore. I'm like, okay. It was weird. But, yeah, the sweet tea thing. And then when we went, then if you go really south, it's like super sweet. Um, but what I found really weird, my husband and I took this, I had a cousin that got married down in Florida. And so we just took it as that part of the trip, which was paid for and everything, then extended our vacation and stayed gone a week and a half. So we were in Mississippi, and I ordered my sweet tea, and I was looking around, and we try to find like local restaurants instead of chains or whatever. And I looked around, and all these people, they had more lemon in their cup than tea. I'm like, how do you drink? I mean, I didn't say it, but I'm like, that's a lot of lemons. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, look, 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 look. I was so mad. Look at all their cups. Because the whole cup was pretty much lemon. And then some tea. How tea can be so different. Oh man, sweet tea almost took me. So it took me out. You don't like sweet tea, or you like sweet tea and you were upset that you didn't have it. Oh, here we go. I ordered half a sweet tea and a regular. It was still too sweet for me. Oh no, yes. Well, like at McDonald's, I have to I don't drink theirs anymore. But when they first came out, I really liked it. But I'm like you, I had to order half and half, half unsweetened, half sweetened, because it was too sweet. I like mine. I probably still make mine too sweet, but the kids they love my tea, but they wanted a little sweet. So I put about 2.5 cups of tea of sugar in a gallon, and that seems to be perfect for me. I had it in Louisiana. Ooh, I bet it was sweet. It seems the more south you go, the sweeter it gets. The more north you go, there isn't any sugar. Like, what? Are you kidding me? I can't have sweet tea. We used to, my oldest daughter played for the Olympic Development Program for the state of Indiana, and her practices were in the wintertime, they were over, west, so we were okay for the most part. But rest of the time, they were up north in Indianapolis, and there was a few restaurants there, so we'd always have to eat lunch because of an all-day event, and it takes us a while to get there. And every time I try to find me a sweet tea, because that's all I drank at the time, and it was so difficult. And I cannot add sugar to it. It does not taste the same at all. Live and learn. Yes, live and learn. That's right. They sent me a $3 Wingstop order for 7 miles. Please, no it. I know I got to figure out what to feed me and my husband tonight. He ended up having to go to work really early, so he's sleepy. And I'm tired from doing. We went to an amusement park yesterday, got overheated, and my body is just like over it. So I definitely need to figure out something. I don't have to go over the stove. I made this meal when we had a great meal Wednesday. So I feel guilty if I don't make another great meal. He liked it so much. But I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I'm too tired. Do you ever get too tired to cook? I hear you, I guess. And I like to, it's really not complicated to cook. I think it's more a mind thing than it is actually doing it. Like I saw this recipe online on this YouTube channel I watch, and I'm like, I gotta try it. And I tried it. It didn't take long or nothing, but I had to get up and down, doing the microwave or what have you. And I was just like, oh, I don't want to do that tonight. And I've got a few things I could cook at home, but they're like processed food kind of things. I really don't want processed food. Do you know what I mean? Memphis. Ooh, I could do that. Okay, I'm gonna take this order. I'm gonna turn off DoorDash. It is not the greatest idea, but it's not the worst idea. I messed up that thing. I had to do it twice. I don't like to have to pay all over twice, right? Yes, you understand about the whole dinner thing. I'll be right back. This might take a minute because I gotta do this whole, what do you call it? Um, 4 things. I don't like the thing here. Oh, All right, she met me halfway. Now I'm going to Steak and Shake. I have done so much stuff. Hey, low vlog. Did you try that? Did you try the latest thing to see if it'll work? What do you call it? The last link I sent you. I'm on my last order. How much did you end up making? This will give me like 160. I did. Clicked on the link and nothing happened. I wonder if if I'm supposed to do something. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't have your number or nothing, so I can't resend it to you. Sad going. You might have to be in the chat first. So Rosebud, we're trying to do a collaboration, so we're both like dashing at the same time, and we thought that would be funny. I got hungry. I mean, went. Oh, good. We're gonna be making about the exact same thing. I am so hungry. I had to order from Chillburger, and I've never ate there. It looked so good. It looked delicious. But we've, we've had a good thing. Rosebud and I have been talking about the Amish and the maple syrup and dinner. And earlier, this one lady that comes on, we were talking about old TV shows and winter. It's winter in Australia. It's been an interesting day. But I'm like you. I'm so hungry. That's what we were talking about. Like, I don't feel like cooking because I'm so tired from doing the amusement park yesterday. But I don't want to eat anything yucky either. It's a hard decision what to do. But congratulations on your $161. Make ya holla. All right, so there is a trick to doing whenever we do our collab. There is a trick. When you do your what I didn't know why I was having a trouble, there's like this little blue line at the bottom you can't hardly see, and you have to click on that to go on your live. And it was easier to do it schedule wise instead of just a pop up one. Yes. I know. I was hoping we could test it out, but I don't know how to. What's that? So on Friday, we're going to try to do it for sure. So I think it'll be interesting. She lives in Virginia and I live in Indiana, Rosebud, and we're going to see like how long it takes her to make money versus how much it takes me to make money, and then have good conversation in the meantime. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. I gotcha. I'm excited about Friday. Me too. I am too. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna, as long as our phones are good and everything, that'll be great. No overheating or anything. I'm excited to see how it works. I've never done anything like that. So that's why I want to try it. It's like, it might be a bad idea, but never do it again. Or maybe it'll be a good idea. It's something to do more often or something. But till you try it, you don't know it. That's the only thing that really bothers me about all this YouTube stuff. It's like, it's all, what do you call it? Oh, you gotta as you go, and then as you go in front of everybody. It seems like I tried like some of this live stuff using OBS. I wanted to make this cool thing, and then it doesn't work out, and it's embarrassing. But all I know how to do is try it. Be right back. My phone is lagging. I'm gonna restart it. Okay. Awesome. is kind of a frustrating part. It's like, all right, I'm gonna try this. If it don't work, and then like today, I started my live and I forgot I had my earbud in, and they're like, something's wrong with your sound. I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, okay. Thanks, Roseanne. The thing that I thought was really cool about the moderator thing is you can click on somebody's name and go to their channel and subscribe to them and stuff. Because I wasn't sure why everybody was doing the moderator thing, but every once in a while I'll get a troll or something, and you have the ability to delete them. Because like driving, it's hard for me to keep track of that. And then, but yes, I like that you can go to the channel and subscribe to them or whatever. And you don't leave the live that you're in. I think that was cool. I'm trying to learn all this stuff. Like, so much to learn. When, like when people are like you're in the comments of somebody's live, and somebody will write something and it highlights their name. It'll say, "Hi, Grandma Moore, how are you?" And Grandma Moore's highlighted. But I keep asking, but people aren't not sure what I mean. I have no idea, like how to tag them in my comment to my reply to them or whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn. Yes, it is a whole lot to learn, and it's fun to learn. But it's like always feel like I'm 3 steps behind everybody else. It's like, oh well. I guess the best way to remember it is, whenever you actually do it, you make a mistake, you'll remember. I'm thinking with the OBS thing though, I do everything on Wi-Fi. I'm thinking I might have to hook up to my actual internet and then it'll work. But I'm almost afraid to try it. But what I'm trying to do is once I get 10 members, I'm at 3. But once I get 10 members, then do like a members only live. And then I could test that stuff out and see. And then I'm going to work on, in August, I'm really going to work on, I have a couple things. I want to work on my merch, kind of clean up my, like, I don't know what you call it, landing page or a home page. I don't know what they call it on YouTube. And then I want to start eBay, but I've been doing a lot of grandma things, not as many as I'd like, but I'm doing some grandma things over the summer, and they can start school soon. So I thought, well, all right. I know later on next week I'll be babysitting. So, and I try and do something fun with them when they come over. I do not want fast food, but that might be where I end up doing today. We did end up I do like McDonald's breakfast. So we did have that yesterday morning. Okay, I could go in front of this cop, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's going so slow. I don't know what that was all about. Certain police officers make me nervous. Let's see what this word. Okay. If you do the glad, you probably get more members. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I think it'd be good. She needs watch hours, and I too, but she needs more watch hours. And then I thought it would be good, like exposure for her, exposure for me. And I think we have the kind of personalities that are going to go really well with each other. So I think we can be more engaging, be able to feed off of each other. So maybe people will watch a little longer and more people will join. And then members and subscribers. I'm almost to my 4,000 watch hours, but I need like 370 more subscribers. So like, I don't know. Usually when I go live, I get a lot of subscribers, but my last couple of lives have gone gone well, but I haven't done anything different. I did change the name of my live, and I thought, well, maybe that's it. So I just did something. I don't even know what this one's called because I was playing around with it. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. All right. Let's see what I got. 2 Frisco melts, 2 cheese sauce, vanilla. I think I've got 1 shake. I'm going far, far away to deliver this. And they order a shake. Are they silly? All right. The order was ready, but I couldn't figure out what I was looking for. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I'm taking my attachment off of my drink holder because I had so many shakes with the drink carriers. Fix that real fast. And I hate to, take long to go deliver it, but I just rather be right and not have a problem. It's not gonna work out the way I want it to. Oh, I think I have it. I see. I have it turned wrong. I love this thing because you can take it out and in and mess around with it. You can change it, take it, so I can really, whoa, the lid came off. I've been having a little trouble with these shakes. Okay. All right. This should be good now. Uh, Uber says I've got to charge my phone. It doesn't like it that low. And I have that like wireless charger, but you gotta have it plugged in for it to lock it down, which is annoying. All right, come on. Shut it so I can. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we can drive. So many steps before I can go. All right, 20 minutes, and we're going. I don't know why my maps aren't working right. It's still not working right, but we are. I just follow the signs. Gonna make it. I made it. All right. So, it won't even tell me what the directions are. This is not good. Okay, Ebenezer Church. We're gonna go out in the country. Just trying to decide if Highway 31 is my better bet or not. Or to go I-65, go the expressway or not. I don't like that it's not showing me where I need to go. I'm trying to type in this address. All right, for 10 minutes. No thanks. Thank goodness. Now I can. That's the only thing. Very far off. Okay. And it is. Actually, we're not taking the. Okay, we have to take the expressway. All right, taking the expressway. Oh, how are we supposed to do that? That don't make any sense. They're gonna have us take the expressway for a whole little bit, so it gets better not to take it. Save it's 4 minutes slower that way, but makes no sense to go. I'm gonna take this one road all the way, so I might as well stay on that road. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Instead of worrying about all this traffic. Sweet. Yeah. I was trying to think what was in my freezer. We have those like frozen Salisbury steaks. I think those are always easy to go to. But I made when the grandkids came over, and and instant mashed potatoes. That's what they brought with instant mashed potatoes to go with it. Oh, and now I just can't really eat the Salisbury steak because all I can think of, I cannot do instant mashed potatoes. I don't know if I make them wrong, but I can almost taste a potato and realize it's instant, almost immediately. There's something different about it. There's some, I think KFC don't have, I think they make instant mashed potatoes. And theirs is kind of okay. But I'm pretty much get coleslaw with gravy. Instead of mashed potatoes and gravy, I get coleslaw with gravy. They laugh at me every time I order it. But I like the gravy and I like the coleslaw. So I get coleslaw with gravy. I haven't had Salisbury steak in a long time. Yeah, those frozen ones. I mean, they're really good. I might be what I do tonight. I have they had these box pastas on clearance at the grocery the other day for 75 cents a box. And there's one that's and I don't know if I had never seen this brand or these flavors before. We had one the other night with our chicken. I have one more box. I might do it. It's like a something, white cheddar and something else macaroni. That does sound good. That might be what I do. We'll have some leftovers for tomorrow because it's just me and him. As long as I don't put mashed potatoes by it, that'll be all right. That does sound good. And I have broccoli. But the bag of broccoli I got, I always get, if for whatever reason, I get the frozen broccoli. The last bag I cooked was almost all the end pieces, like none of the good top pieces. Um, and, it's like buying those generic green beans. Sometimes the name brand ones do too, but the generic ones always have that hard piece and several of them sometimes. It's like I'm so weird about buying generic because you get all the odds and ends of stuff. Everything sounds good when you're hungry. I know, right? I am so hungry. Oh, I love food. I do. I have a love-hate relationship with food, man. My worst things are things like pie, cake. I wouldn't say cake, kind of. But any of that, like buttery pastry stuff, like the Texas Roadhouse bun with the cinnamon sugar, or what is it called? Cinnamon sugar butter or something, whatever it is. Oh, that stuff is, that's where I get myself in trouble. For lobster breads, you need to buy the one that says Forex. Oh, okay. Thank you. So that's what I'm doing wrong. This next bag's a different brand, and who knows what I bought. Hopefully, it's not whatever I bought last time. I'm never buying that again. I don't think I've ever bought that before. I'm like, what did I buy? But the grandkids might have, I think the grandkids were with me and they started fighting. So in that aisle, they started fighting. It's brother and sister. And I was just trying to hurry at that point. And when they started fighting, I put my arms around them and started singing the Barney song. And they're like, what? And they quit fighting though, and it got better. But we were talking about it yesterday. They're like, I don't know what is wrong with you, Grandma, but everybody can hear you. And that's our local store, and you did that, and you embarrassed us. I said, was you going to fight in front of me? No. I said, then I did my job. So funny. I don't like the broccoli that has the stems, or the green beans, or have you noticed that about the generics? That they're like that? Oh. I know I keep embarrassing my grandkids. I don't, they're at that point where before they're 8 and 10, so they're just realizing about this whole embarrassing thing. Well, the 10-year-old a little longer, but before it wasn't so bad. I could almost do anything. Now it's like, Grandma, you're embarrassing us. Grandma, you're embarrassing us. My grandson keeps saying, I feel so sorry for Grandpa. Poor Grandpa. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, you've noticed the generics having all that stems and stuff in it. Yeah. There's certain generic things I'll buy, but for the most part, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. It depends. Like I just felt like a lot of things at Aldi's seem to be healthier or packaged differently, but there's things at Aldi's that don't taste well. We like their coffee, but their coffee upsets my stomach really bad. We had to quit drinking it, and their coffee was good price, great flavor, but I can't drink it. It makes me so sick. But there's a like sometimes we'll get the skillet meals. That makes it really nice for one bag of skillet meal feeds both of us, and make it with garlic bread. Works out really good for us. Perfect amount and everything. Matter of fact, that's probably what I need to buy this week. But I do not like the Aldi ones. Actually, I only like the Bertolli ones. Forget the bird's eye one or whatever it is. I don't like those. But the Bertolli's is about the only one I really like. I'm so picky. You agree? Yeah. The breads look so much better at Aldi's. We like the artisan bread, and the Aldi's artisan bread is a better price, and it tastes better than the Sara Lee artisan bread. Because I've gotten that, and I just don't like it as much. Chocolate fudge cake that they have at the front in the bakery section, where the croissants and everything is, that thing is so good. I don't get it very often, but every once in a while I get it. It's like, oh, so moist. I'm so hungry, obviously. But I just get frustrated when I go to the grocery. I've done a lot of grocery shopping before I went live. And I look at things I did at Aldi's, I've done in Myers. And it's just like, I'll be honest, I have the one Myers I shop at. I'm afraid to buy their meat. I mean, I have picked up stuff when I'm door dashing, and I know it smells spoiled or there's something wrong with part of their meat department. Part of their meat I'm okay with, but part of it, like the chicken area, it always smells like something is spoiled. But just because I was looking at it, I had to buy a lot of chicken for this one order at Aldi's. And so I was investigating it because that recently happened to me when I was shopping at Myers. And I was investigating their chicken aisle and everything, and none of their stuff looked nice and packaged well. And I'm like, all right, their chicken looked all right. It's a hit or miss with groceries. It can, with generics. Yes, with generics. It is. It just depends. Once I find a generic I like, then I'm good with it. But sometimes it takes me a couple of different. The Frederick stuff, which is a Myers generic. I when we went to Florida on that trip, I got 2 bags of coffee on clearance for like 3 something a bag. I'm like, heck, we're drinking this on our while we're on our camping trip. It was delicious. Really liked it. Very tasty. Um, but most of the Fredericks brand, which is Myers generic, seems pretty good. Some of it's expensive though, so you have to watch it. Some of that Fredericks is too expensive. But like the Great Value, um, most of the Great Value stuff, I think that's a Walmart brand, Walmart generic. I don't like it. I'm so weird. It's like, oh, but on this it's okay. That's not okay. My husband don't care. But until I cook it, he's like, that tastes funny. I'm like, duh, I told you not to buy it. You gotta listen at some point. I don't know why they don't listen. What? I think meat is hard because I think meat's hard because I think I'll overthink it. Like it, okay, when it's processed, comes, it's warm, whatever. And they do what they gotta do to it, and then it's frozen, and then it's shipped to the store, thawed out when it's sitting in the cooler. Then we buy it, we freeze it. If I use it right away, it don't gross me out as much. But I have to freeze it because you go to the grocery once a week, you kind of, But I don't know. And then I think about sometimes some of those coolers are so gross. So like, uh-uh. He does. Don't spend the money, but then when it don't taste good, but you have them with your French toast. You're gonna do some kind of meat. Man, we've gotten the last couple of times I bought breakfast meat. We have gotten the Myers brand. Talking about meat, maple sausage. No, well, one time it was JC, uh, and one time it was Myers, I think. But it's so good. Now it tastes good with your French toast, the maple sausage links. The kids really liked it. Sometimes it's hard to get them to eat stuff like that, but they like that one. My one grandson, he's like, I'm full, okay. So I divided it all up. My daughters, they came over to check on the kids because we're going to go play and everything. So I fixed them a plate, and I'll be darned, not 5 minutes after I fix them a plate, and they're out the door. Can I have more sausage? Why did you wait? So me. But I know it's not his fault, but jag on the leg. I felt so bad. I want him to, eat plenty or whatever. But at least I know he likes it. I made it for my husband the next time or whatever. And he's like, oh, those are so good. I was so glad he ate that stuff. Like, yeah, bacon. I love bacon, but sometimes it upsets my stomach. Sometimes it doesn't. It's all about moderation. The only sausage I like is Italian. Oh, there you go. I'd eat bacon all the time if I could. It makes me just looking at it every once in a while I can, but I can't even hardly. I don't. I used to eat like a whole package of bacon and not even. I craved bacon, and now I can't even. It don't even bother me to look at it. Like I don't crave it or nothing. But sausage, I mostly do sausage because I can't have bacon and I want a protein. But Italian sausage, I don't really. I mean, I had some recipes back in the day I used to use it for, but I don't do a lot of cooking anymore. Just the bare minimum, which is awful. I like it. Yeah, bacon does that to me too. Oh, really? I had my gallbladder removed many years ago, and I'm like, all right, I'll be able to eat normal, blah blah. And it made it worse. It didn't help. I wish I was borderline and getting it out. I should have done it. but I did lose a lot of weight. I have trouble eating a lot of foods, you know. Sometimes that stops me, and sometimes it doesn't. But you know, like I can eat a hamburger at home on the grill. I can eat a couple of them, whatever. It's wonderful, no issues. But I go out to eat and eat a hamburger. I am not well at all. I've been racking my brain like, why can't I eat this or this and this? But I don't know how long ago, only like 20, 30 years ago. Well, it was after my kids were born. So 20 something years ago, they changed the rules about the fat at the restaurants, or at least the fast food restaurants. And they switched it from something to the trans fat or something. I remember it. I haven't Googled it to see the exact thing or nothing, but I remember it happening because then the French fries tasted different and everything. But ever since they did that is when I started having a lot of stomach problems at fast food restaurants. Fast food restaurants, but every once in a while I get it. Every once in a while I can crave that fry or crave that burger. Texas Roadhouse upsets my stomach. But there's a few restaurants that don't, especially those like, family owned restaurants. Don't bother me. Cooking from home, I can eat anything cooking from home almost. Not bacon, but almost anything else. But not at the restaurant. That makes sense. Yep. I don't know what the deal is with that fat. But, oh, we're almost there. Hip hip parade. Now I'm gonna have to go to some kind of. Oh, you know what? It didn't take me as far as I thought. I might get another order. What time is it? 7:30. I want to be home by 8, or headed home by 8. I don't know. Take this out part of the way. I have nothing good to eat from here. Pretty much from here to home. It's like McDonald's, Taco Bell, lots of pizza. Um, I think there's only two pizza shops. No, there's three pizza shops. There's Jersey Mike's, that's new. Little Caesars. Domino's. No, there's four pizza places. I forgot about Little Caesars. I can't eat Little Caesars at all. That makes me so definitely sick. It don't taste good and it makes me really sick. Worse than McDonald's. Jersey Mike's is okay, but I need something more substantial. So it's like Taco Bell, McDonald's, Jersey Mike's, or pizza. I think that's all I have from here to home. Yes. Yeah. This is what, like, where I live, this is what it's. Oh, well, my road is busier than this. But you just go, like, about 20 minutes from here, I guess. Yeah, probably. I can cut cross country, which is an idea. Or do you want me to go back to town? It gets me closer to the other side door connected to the driveway. Or I probably closed out my GPS. I'm lactose intolerant, so can't eat pizza from pizza places. Oh man, that is a bummer. So my second daughter we found out she was allergic to cow's protein. No cheese, no sour cream, blah blah. But she wasn't lactose intolerant. But kind of similar, but different. I think different reactions. But anyway, so everybody had pizza. When they're kids, everybody does like the pizza parties, blah blah. So stressful, so upsetting. Um, I would get whatever a personal pan pizza with extra sauce, black olives, no cheese. I'm not seeing this address. Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. One of these houses are it. It's that one. It's the fancy one, I think. That's what it looks like. It's hard to tell. Okay. Let's see what we got. I can't tell which house, what house. I don't know if it's this house or not. Oh, I hate it when it's like this. 1938. So the night, nope, it was the house I was at. And there's a car behind me. Okay, it was the house I was at. Check on the luck. I thought it was the fancy house. Okay, that says 38. So it is this one. Has to be. It has to be. I can't tell. All right, hopefully it all goes well. Sounds like allergy. Yes, she was she was allergic. She's grown and she eats even though she's not supposed to eat it. And then she says, Mom, what's wrong with me? What would you eat like yesterday? Well, remember you're allergic. No, I'm not. All right, guys, let's hope this is the right house. All right. Sure. A little rough. I couldn't tell. Oh, to goodness. The mailbox is right there. The light just turned on and off. Who knows? I was at the right house and then I turned around for the wrong reason. Oh, so embarrassing. Oh, goodness. All right. Where am I at now? Trying to decide for sure. It's like, I'm so lazy today. Oh, wow. Let me look what the money thing is. I've went 155 miles. I'm definitely going to end everything. I am tired. Oh, I still have a couple. I didn't know. Let's see. Right now I'm at 147, but I'm still waiting for a $6. Somehow made a little more money than I thought. 6 and 9. So I'm waiting for $15. And right now it's sitting at 147. So, all right. $163, 155 miles. So that is wonderful. Perfect, perfect. As long as the tips come through, I'm good. My ratings are probably terrible, like on DoorDash, because that one ended up unassigning. So I have a 36% acceptance rate and 93% completion rate. It drives me crazy. The rest of my ratings are the same. But my pro shopping, I have lost points again. So I don't know. The pro shopping thing stresses me out sometimes. Because it's like, all right, I can't really help it if they have it or not have it. It does motivate me to triple check. So that's good. But I don't necessarily want to be punished for all of that, you know? That's crazy. All right. Well, I'm getting ready to go home. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing for dinner. Who knows? That's all I can think about at this point. So usually, oh no. Usually, I know my ratings, no pro shopping thing. Um, Usually if I start declining a whole bunch of stuff, it means I lost my motivation. Or all I can think about is food or something like that. It's like, all right, I was hoping to make 200 today, but I have to give myself some slack since I did go to the amusement park with the grandkids yesterday. Got overheated and I'm tired today. So all in all, wasn't bad. Um, let's see, I made 85 when I first started. I'm ending up so almost $80 in these last almost four. Let's see, I started at 4, almost 4 hours. That's not bad. I like to try to stay at 20 an hour. That's my happy place right there. $20 an hour. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not trying to do none of that. Just trying to do what I got to do, take care of business, right? So, all right. I thank you all so much for joining me, hanging out with me on this lovely Friday. But now it's time for me to go home and eat. And I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. If I'm going to video, not video, go live. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So, all right. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye. Good night. Maybe.